Konversation. Stupendous. JT and Low. Yeah. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Yeah. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Yeah. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
Hey, yo, what's happening, people? Y'all know what time it is. It is 8:30ish, so it is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And Jose.
Yes, sir. Like I've always said, man, if ish was a thing, Classic Conversations would be right on top of that list. You know what I'm saying? Want you to be a part of this thing, so give us a telephone call, 404-500-1605. Make sure that you're tapping that button over there. Make sure that you're liking everything, you're loving everything, because when you hit that button, it helps our
algorithm
go straight up.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
That's all I'm asking you to do. Push the damn button, people. Just push the button. Follow, share, subscribe, share. Send it to folks, man. Put it in their inbox, though. Don't just put their name on it. Put it in their inbox. It's just get in their damn business. Because you know what? I recognize people gets in my business a whole damn lot. Send it to the inbox, folks. Make them come up in here, you dig? Because we are Classic Conversations, and we're about to get this thing rocking and rolling. You know what? Stay right there, bro. Jose.
Yes.
How you doing, young lady?
I'm doing good this week.
We gonna give you first deals. How was your week, girl? Everything good with you?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Now, what I will say, if anybody out there needs an actress, I need some work, okay? Some promos, anything, okay?
Okay.
I need something to make my life feel like it's moving forward. All right, I'm kind of stalled right now.
You know what? We about to make something happen right here at Classic Konversation. You know what? All these other folks can do that stuff. We can do it too.
Okay.
Things about to change. We about to get out here. We're gonna start our own skits. It might just be about the podcast.
Okay.
It could be just about the podcast. You dig?
That's what's up.
Who is? You know what? Let me be quiet because I don't want nobody to grab this here. I just had an idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that happen.
Okay, let's do it then.
Exactly
let's do
what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Glad you had a great week and glad that you looking for this work, Angelo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. I'm gonna go and put it out there, man. The awards, bro. Listen, people, we're here at Classic Konversation. We celebrate each other. We celebrate each other's offspring. We celebrate each other's families. This is what mainly at the beginning of our show is. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn. Stay here anyway. We get into the other stuff later on, but stay here and celebrate with us. Angelo.
Yeah, man.
The awards, bro. The damn video. I was trying to look at it, but a phone call. I couldn't look at the whole video because it was that many awards. Because the phone calls kept coming. I didn't get to look at it till after work.
Right.
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
That is dope, man. That is crazy.
It's super incredible, man. Like Michael Collier say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like.
Wait a minute. Was that Mary Poppins or was it Michael Collier?
Michael always said, if you call his phone right now, he said, I'm doing supercalifragilistic. That's how he opens up. So. But originally, of course, it's Mary Poppins. Stolen by Michael Collier. But
Right.
But yeah, bro, I just be blown away, man. You know what I mean? And if y'all remember this time last year, JT, it was an award ceremony, and I said to y'all, Ace didn't even go to the award ceremony because he was working on a project.
Because he was, yeah.
Can you believe that this dude did it again? He did it again. Now, waiting on his doggone, he had some, it was the last final for his AP. And I posted his AP grades, 104, 103, 102. You know what I mean?
Oh,
come on, man. What do you mean?
Look. Just for those of you out there that don't know, 1-0 is perfect. You Gucci. But notice he's following with a number behind that. Yet he still decided to skip his award show that he had already won because of the 1-0s and the 1-0s that he already done. He skipped that to make sure he got another 1-0, whatever it was.
They supposed to, I'll know today at the he's playing on percentage points for sure. He won't get the 1 because the girl that's gonna have the 1, she did the AP throughout. Last year he did the dual enrollment. So she never did dual enrollment. So apparently when you do AP, you get a different level of percentage than dual enrollment, even though dual enrollment is college courses. You know what I mean?
I was going to say.
Yeah. So that's why he went back to do the AP on his final semester, you know, so he'll be back in the competition again.
So she get number 1. She get number 1 by a technicality.
Yeah, it won't be because of overall. It'll be because she did the AP all the way through, and he did dual enrollment.
Okay.
But here's the thing about dual enrollment. He's gonna be, he's going to UGA in the fall. He's going to UGA as a sophomore.
Wait.
Yeah. When he starts UGA in the fall, he's starting as a sophomore.
What times have changed?
Not as a freshman. So the dual enrollment was worth to him. He's like, hey, well, I won't get the valedictorian, but I'm going as a sophomore.
Right. In 2.5 years, I have my degree. Not 3. You notice what I
Yeah.
said there, didn't you? See how I did that?
Right,
In
right.
2.5 years, he'll have his degree.
Yeah.
Talk on your mic, Dwayne.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That is outstanding.
No, I was saying once a child completes 8th grade, they can take any general education courses on the college campus,
Right.
online or community college. So my daughter's enrolled at Georgia Perimeter for English and science. English 101 and science 101 starting this summer. Because we want her to get at least 12 credit hours.
Yeah, 'cause
out the way.
they used to didn't offer it early on like that. You had to go to your junior year first, but now they doing it. Now they're doing it early on, which is cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. You know, I just can't be more proud of this kid, man. You know,
Wow.
I randomly just walk into his room. This is just on regular days. I was walking to his room and say, "Hey, man." He'll say, "Hey, Dad, man, I'm so proud of you." He'd be like, "For what?" Just because, you know what I mean? And it's just, you know, it's just this is something we just do. I do all, but you know, but right now when I do it now, it's like, God dog, son.
Hey man, you've had a great run, bro.
Oh man,
You've had a great run, and we got 2 more years at Georgia, and after that we're gonna be done. He gonna graduate 2 years. Yeah, it's gonna be a wrap.
hey
But,
man,
yeah,
I'm just, you know, I'm
that's
just,
majorly dope.
I'm
bro.
just thankful. I'm just.
Now you
truly
say that to
blessed.
the other two, right? As well.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
they don't live there anymore.
Oh, they don't.
But he said it.
No.
Okay.
My oldest is,
Okay.
you know, he just graduated from UGA, but he in his apartment at UGA. The other one's in his
Okay.
apartment in Kennesaw. So
Okay.
he's the only one at the house right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he getting it all.
Yeah. But I'll hit them up and do the same thing just on the phone call. But he right there in the house still for a little bit longer.
Nice.
Beautiful thing, brother.
But yeah, we're super proud of him, man. Super proud of
Congratulations,
him.
man. Congratulations, for real. Well, man, let me tell y'all something. I've had a week.
Talk
When
to
I
me.
tell you, right up until right before I came over here today, my week has been kind of up and down. Got some good news on, you know, the acting thing. I don't want to release too much, but I'll be releasing that. So, you know, been feeling pretty good about that. Went to my first Braves game at the new joint. Every time I've tried to go to a game, I always end up at the cigar lounge, so I never make it into the stadium. This time I actually went to the game, was up in the Hank Aaron Stadium. Had a great time. Braves won. Met some pretty cool people. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. Celebrated with the family. I saw some people, man, I hadn't seen in like 16, 17 years. We was able to get back together and just reminisce and have a great time doing that. We actually thought about going outside to have a race, but luckily all of us were too old. We forgot what we went outside for. So we got up front and just stood there. Somebody came and said, "Y'all forgot what y'all came out here for." And once you told us, like, you know what? Glad we did.
Hey.
So, yeah.
It was a death wish, wasn't
You
it?
might not be here right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
for
it was
real, for real.
Great point. That's a very,
real.
very. I mean, when I tell you are so for real. And then I on Sunday I did that whole summer winter flip in regards to clothes and realized I had way too much, so I threw some stuff away. But today, people, today, I'm at work. You know, yeah, I work for a living. And
This phrase so stupid. Go ahead.
He been going in since,
Yeah, go
since the beginning.
I had a joke there, Frank, but I ain't gonna mess with you. I ain't gonna mess with you, Frank. But anyway, yeah, at work today, and the second in command of the company I work for was bugging me about getting something to him, and I couldn't get it to him until like the third in command gave it back to me to give to him. So I finally get it to him. 7-8 minutes later, he comes into my office and he taps me on my shoulder, asks me if I'm on the phone. And I was like, no. He was like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" I'm like, oh, So at that moment, I said, let me sit here for a second, act like I'm doing something so that I can put my defense shields up to where I don't curse this man out. You know what I'm saying? I walk out in the hallway, and this man tells me, hey, man, I just hit your car.
God, dog.
Oh.
So here I am relieved that I'm not needing my defense shields up to keep from snapping on this man and maybe getting a lawsuit against me. To now going, wait, what?
Right.
My car is parked. What are you talking about? It's a parking lot, bro. And it's a small parking lot. 2 sides. That's it. Man, I get out there, bro. He done the quarter panel, the rim. He was backing out.
Hit your car.
Yeah, he was backing out.
Wow.
He has a Jeep, so of course it's a little higher. Yeah. So yeah, this has been a week. And the first thing you kind of think, I'm like, shit, that's a free paint job, because I was thinking about actually getting something painted. But what you have to go through when something like this happens, dealing with insurance companies and just going through all of the steps. Now, I'm the type of guy too. I'm not really a new car type guy. So I like cars. I like titles. I like having titles.
Okay.
So whenever I have a title, I like to make sure that my older car ain't got no dents. The lights work.
Yeah.
Was it last week? You saw that, right? My headlight was out.
Yeah.
But you know what? First thing I had to do, got that fixed. Now here I am, got to ride around with my fender well bent up and something hanging down from it.
They said the week is just Tuesday. I know, right?
Right, it's just Tuesday.
Wow.
It is just, and this week I said that I wasn't going to drink until, because I knew it was Memorial Day weekend, and I know I'd probably be putting on a little bit more, but as you can see.
The drinks is out.
Yeah, I actually, yeah, man. Yeah, that's been my week, bro. Yeah.
It's just Tuesday.
Yeah. Just
Well, I
Tuesday.
mean, I look at it like you said. That's you about to get some money. It's not going to be as much fuss as you think, because the guy already admitted it. There's probably some
he been
camera
dope about it.
footage.
Oh, he's been dope about it.
So it's not going to be. It's going to be smooth.
Oh yeah, he's been dope.
I
about
think
it,
it's going to be smooth.
Already got the case filed. It was
Exactly.
on private property, so we didn't need the police or whatever. But the case is filed, so just a matter of dealing with it. I'm sure enough going to tell him I need a rental, because I just don't like riding around, bro, with a dent in my car, man. How you riding around with an older car that's paid for? You got a dent in the motherfucker. What kind of sense does that make? Nigga? You got on all this jewelry, and you can't fix your dent. I look at people the same way, so I expect for people to look at me that way. So,
I don't look at it like that at all.
got
I
old
look
cars
at it
should
like
be
the
fixed.
money was when I had the change is when I had the money. You see what I'm saying?
You got an older car, it need to be fixed. There shouldn't be no problems with it. Okay, so moving on, man.
Look what Frank said. Frank, you trying to get out of your responsibilities, and I don't like that. Don't put it on JT.
That's funny.
All right.
That is funny. Hey, my people out there in Georgia, man, voting. Did you get your vote in? We had early voting, and from what I hear, from what I read, is that we had record numbers in the early voting stages. I'm hoping if you did not get your vote in last week, you got out there and did what you were supposed to do today. It said it went back to the 2022 primary. The number of Democratic ballots increased by 53%, while Republican ballots decreased by 13%. Now, I mean, when you feel like you're in the driver's seat and you ain't got a damn thing to worry about, I can understand why it decreased type of deal. But we'll get into that a little later on. But this is some news that I hadn't shared with y'all that we was going to talk about tonight, because it actually just was released today. Barrington Middle School in Florida, an art teacher named Karen Savage allegedly used an electrical cord to hang a black doll by its neck from a television monitor. Students recorded the display and reported to the school administrator. Following the complaints, the teacher allegedly claimed that she did it to get their attention. The school district confirmed her immediate removal from the classroom pending an investigation.
Crazy.
So I have to ask, you as a parent, your child comes home and tells you this is what they've seen and shows it to you on their phone. How are you reacting to that?
I mean, she's definitely out of order. However,
There's a however.
last week you said that if it's a joke, that it's okay. When they said they was gonna hang Kevin Hart from a bonsai tree.
Wait a minute. We were talking about comedians on a roast. That's what we're
Talking about a
just
teaching
saying.
that was
I'm
not
I'm
a
just
joke.
confusing
saying
comedians on a
it's a
roast.
slippery. It's a slippery
No, that's-
slope when you
that's
start
not even
making jokes
That's not even a slope.
about
That's not even a slope. to be
hanging
slippery on.
people, because ain't none of it funny to me.
And let me say this
I know
too.
you made
We
that
also
comparison.
didn't say it was. We also didn't say it was right. We just said in the name of comedy, it's understandable. It's we never said it was right. We never said it was funny either.
Right.
So you know, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's a slippery slope.
Well,
when
How
we
is that
start
a
accepting,
slippery
But
slope?
actually
when we
it was-
start accepting
look,
stuff.
Actually, it was pretty funny. Kevin
What
Hart
was
hanging
funny?
from a bonsai tree.
Oh my goodness! I don't think when it comes to
Look.
lynching, white people talking about lynching somebody. Nah, I don't think it's
All
funny.
right, so go beyond your slope. That's not slippery. What else you got for it? 'Cause
I mean, I already said it's out of order. It's inappropriate because, I mean, the thing is, these people that try to make things light when it comes to black people, they don't do that when it comes to Jewish people. You don't see them making jokes about Holocaust and how they were treated. So,
comedians do.
well, I haven't seen it, so maybe they do.
Yeah,
But I think when it comes to us, they are very insensitive.
yeah, I
to
think
our
the regular,
past.
the regular, folks don't bother with the Jews and all them other folks because they're not intimidated by them. They're not scared of them. We've spoke about it many times up here. These folks are scared of us. They're scared of what we actually, the power that we actually could, that power that we actually have but haven't recognized. So
Yeah.
that's why, they do that to us or whatever. I think they don't do it to the other races because of the simple fact those races have accepted their space and they don't do anything else but be in their space. But they know that we're here to conquer, and as long as they keep dividing and dividing us, we can't actually recognize that power.
Skip said, how does it pertain to the lesson? If it's teaching about those times, that I'm okay with it. This was her attempt to get their attention, is what she said. She
Yeah.
was trying to get the classroom's attention, so it had nothing to do with the actual lesson. It was something that she used to just get attention, which it got attention. All right, it got her removed from the classroom.
I wonder.
So was she trying to say hang the doll, or was she just trying to put the doll up by the TV?
Only thing I saw, it said she was trying to get the classroom's attention.
And I wonder, even if it wasn't just trying, let's say if it was a lesson, is that the lesson that you
Thank you, Keith.
do in a school setting, an educational setting?
No.
What would be the lesson though?
Well, I'm thinking that according to the comment, the lesson was about the times, is what they said, right?
He said if the lesson was about the times, he would be okay with it.
Slavery times, it would be okay with it.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, even if is it appropriate to perform a lynching in an educational setting of teenagers?
I'll be honest with you. If it was a lesson, then I would not think that it was inappropriate. And I'm going to tell you why. Because giving a visual of something, that can be in a book as well. You see what I'm saying? So if it's just a doll and you want people to understand how tragic and how disgusting it was, possibly. I think that it wouldn't be inappropriate if you were actually talking about lynching and the devastation of lynching and how horrific it is.
I could get with that.
Because I can say when I saw images, for me, that's something that hit home. When I saw images of lynchings, right? So
I could get with that if it was appropriate teaching based on that scenario. I could see where, if it was appropriately done and the person that's doing the teaching is qualified to do that type of teaching. They actually have the correct history, and they're using it to compare or contrast, or using it to, to make us true point, not just making us putting it up, just say, hey, this is what happened to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you're not a true history teacher, you don't have, like there's history teachers that are white that teach Black history.
Yeah.
But they have the historical education to back it up, to show that some of these jokers know more about Black history than probably quite a few Black people do. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, but if you're just a teacher and you're doing that to get somebody's attention, I just don't see how that just becomes offensive.
I think I'm
at that
trying to follow this because I want to see what was her class doing so bad to where that's what you had to do to get their attention. That tells me that you're probably not the best of teachers. If your class was wilding that much to where you had to do that to get their attention.
Yes and no. I would say yes and no, because on one hand she could be a terrible teacher, but on the other hand these kids are off the chain. And and until like a lot of parents are not in these classrooms, you don't know what you're gonna get. We don't know what kind of class she had. She could have been a good teacher that had a terrible class. And I've seen that more often than not. That's why you have so many teachers dropping out. Yeah.
So we watch the movies and it's not a problem, so why can't teachers teach about it? We watch Roots and Rosewood in school with those things in it. But again, those are lessons, though. Those things are telling a story. You know what I mean? So again, if it's telling a story and it's appropriately done, if you look at this picture and this video, it's just a Black baby doll hanging from a TV. And there was no story behind it. There was nothing she was teaching. If you hear her talk in the background, there was no lesson being learned. You know what I mean? It was just, and when they questioned her on it, she said she was getting the classroom's attention. So I ain't with it.
She's been strategically removed, pending an investigation. We'll try and keep my eye on that, see how long it take her before she's back in the classroom.
Frank says Florida will still leading the way. I can give you a list of the stuff that's happened this week in Florida that was offensive. I can only imagine. Kiki says she is not a comedian, Jose. She's a teacher, and the two isn't comparable. I agree. Those things aren't comparable.
All I'm saying, that was all in the news, in the media. Everybody laughing at jokes about lynching Black people.
Not everybody. It was a Kevin Hart roast.
I agree. It wasn't everybody, but a lot of people. Yeah. Okay.
Microphone, Dwayne.
Okay.
You ain't got to do it now, but when you
No, I was just saying, like,
remember that, Frank.
I don't think all the jokes that they are talking about didn't go well over in the roast.
Okay,
like they didn't
good.
go well over. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm just
From the videos I saw, the only one that was really laughing was Kevin.
Yeah,
I didn't even
That's
watch
all I'm
it.
When
I
saying.
didn't watch none
they
of it.
panned the Black dude in there, they were looking like,
Yeah,
what?
they just didn't
Yeah.
go over well. That's all I'm saying. And only thing I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying that we didn't. It ain't like we took it. We didn't take it, and we are being just the sheer fact that we're talking about it. We are showing outrage. We're just telling you that.
Yeah.
As people who see a lot of comedy, we understand that these jokes can be written. 1, 2, these people are here, to shock, and 3, there's no limit in the roast. That's what they say. That's what the comedians are making this up. They get to make the rules up too.
This is a classic
you know what I'm saying?
conversation, so we're flipping it a little bit. I was listening to D.L. Hughley, and he was talking about how Netflix actually cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
How Netflix is actually, how is it that you can cut out certain things, but then certain things you let go through?
Yeah.
The thing is, and he was like, I don't know if this was Kevin, I don't know who it was, but most of these comedians that went up there and did the comedians that actually went up there, not the ones that you can for a fact that was written for them, but the comedians, most of them actually do those type of jokes. They do racial undertone jokes, supposedly.
Yeah,
so
I read that.
Netflix, if you knew that this is what you was bringing in,
Yeah.
why did you pick and choose what parts you actually deleted or didn't let air? You let the George Floyd stuff air, but there was other things that were said supposedly that you didn't let air. So, yeah, I think that's going to be an ongoing conversation. Yeah.
You already know the answer to that. You know what I mean? It's easy. Yeah, you already know the answer to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but again, talking to a lot of the comedians that know a lot of comedians that were on that set and that know Kevin, some of the guys have been around a while. But speaking with them over the last week and hearing their conversation about the roast, a lot of them were disappointed in the fact of the selection process of the comedians in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
Wasn't people
you were surrounded by a bunch of it was a Hollywood roast. It wasn't a true comedian roast. It wasn't roast from comedians that actually, been in the trenches with Kevin. You know what I mean? It was a Hollywood roast, and that's why Netflix cut the things they probably cut. I can only imagine, because it was a Hollywood roast, and we know offending black people is not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what we do. Is, offending black people is not a problem. That's comedy. You know what I mean? But they were just a lot of them were disappointed on that factor because it was a Hollywood roast. It wasn't a real, we've seen some
comedic roast.
It wasn't a real comedic roast.
Right.
And then because Kevin and his contract with Netflix, so yeah, he's gonna, he basically showed he's Hollywood.
He gonna shuck and jive.
He shucked. He did.
They say that Kevin Hart said a long time ago. There's a number, and when until I reach that number, this is what I'm doing. He said once I reach that number, it's gonna be hell to pay. That's
I was ain't at that number yet then.
Yeah, you ain't there yet.
But can you go backwards? After you sell your soul and you humiliate,
With us, yes, you can.
Okay.
With us, yes, you can. There's a whole lot of people that's going backwards.
I agree.
Okay.
A whole lot of folks that's done some craziness out there to where we were outraged, and they came right back. We're grabbing a hold of them, just like nothing ever happened.
Is that good or bad?
It's a great question. That is a great question.
It's who we are. It's who we are.
Facts.
It's who we are as a people.
I feel that we as a people, we're adaptable, which, again, like you said, this is still a great question. Is it good or bad? Sometimes you have to adapt to be able to survive.
Right.
But then sometimes you can adapt so much to where you forget how to not adapt. That's the way I feel. So it's good and bad.
Number one.
Do we forgive sometime at the detriment of what we stand for? Or what we should be standing for?
I believe so. But then at the same time, you could say that we're forgiving in the name of God, in the name of Jesus. So now, are we forgiving and still standing for something? Even though we're standing for the Christianity of it, but at the same time, we're stepping down because of whatever it is that they did. That's a great question, though. We might have to figure out how to do a poll on
B
that.
said, can't go back, but can be redeemed. That's an interesting way of putting it. All comedians had a story about Hart, so it could have comedians that meant something to him. Chip said, we have temporary outrage till the next time someone tells us to be outraged.
So somebody got to tell us.
There you go. There you go.
And that says a lot. It says a lot about social media, right?
Says so much about just, again, we tend to allow everyone back in. We'll be the worst ridiculers of them. You know what I mean? We'll give them the business, especially via social media now. You know what I mean? But then after all the laughter, it's like, somebody getting kicked out the family barbecue. You know what I mean? Drunk or something, and then they sit over there. After they sit over there on the corner for a while, somebody come there like, man, come on back over here, man. You know what I mean? That's how we do. You know what I mean? It's like we'll let them back in. We'll let them back at the barbecue. That's who we are.
I've always looked at that
Cancel culture, bullying
as a fault. To be honest with you, especially some of the stuff that I grew up with, where you have families I believe it was Chris Rock made a joke. He said, "You got that one uncle that you like. Is he along with the kids?" And I remember hearing that joke and thinking how many families do that instead of just making sure this mofo ain't even at the cookout, right? The uncle that they know messes with the kids. And y'all know what I mean by messing with,
Sure.
right? Violates children. How are these people still around? And that's why I say sometimes some of the stuff that we were taught through religion has taught us just to keep receiving people when sometimes some people can't be redeemed. You just letting demons back in.
And I can honestly say I've never been involved in a situation like that to where there was a family member or even a close friend or whatever had that stigma on them to where I had to see somebody even have the challenge of reaccepting them. And I haven't seen it. I'm sure I know it happens. I haven't seen it, so it's hard. Yeah, I haven't been involved or even been close to anything like that. Have you? Wait.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
That part, yeah.
Something like what she talking about, I could never forgive. I could never let back in. I could never, if you're aware of it. You know what I mean? It's like, no, not within the family. You've heard things here and there, but.
I mean, I've seen, the dope boy get let back in. I've seen the dude that did an armed robbery and did a 20 stretch get let back in. I've seen the guy
Let back in where? With the family?
with the family.
I mean, but he didn't do anything to the family.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you what I've seen, but I
Yeah.
have never seen that part of it. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've never.
I've seen it.
I've had the blessing, I guess you could say, of not being around.
Up close and personal.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it up close and personal.
Really?
Personal. And I've seen, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people.
That were the predators.
I know a lot of people that their uncles or someone in their family violated them.
And they were let back in.
And they were still around. They didn't get the majority of people I know, the police were never even involved.
Yeah.
The majority of people.
Especially back.
The family did not
and
call
I can
the
only
police
go
and
on what I've
report them.
seen, especially back in them days, people, we was really not reporting. You think about it, back, it wasn't a snitching rule. It was just a thing that we just did not.
Kept everything in house.
Yeah, we didn't give our folks to the cops.
Right.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with snitching. It's just we didn't do that back then. It's a little different now, and I think it's a little different, not just now, but within the last 20, 30 years. But yeah, it was just something I feel that we just didn't do in regards to that. Knowing that this dude done some drastically things, whether it's with kids, whether it's any type of illegal whatever, we just did not want to give our folks over to them folks, that type of deal. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely voted on this table. We can't talk about it. We're gonna be about it.
Yep. I definitely voted.
I voted almost 2 weeks ago.
that's
Yeah.
Well, enough
I
vote.
voted on the last day of early voting, and I thought I was going to do like I always do, go over there, and I'm in and out in 5 minutes. And it was a line.
That's another part of my week I forgot. I actually had somebody at my job actually ask me who was I voting for.
What?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing because
Who asked you that?
this is a coworker of mine, not the one that hit my car, but yeah, this coworker of mine asked me. He said,
Your coworker's off the chain.
he said, I said something about, man, I'm getting out of here on time today. That's why I went to the gym for lunch because I need to go by and get my vote in after work. I don't want to go to the gym and then be too late. And I was like, sitting at my desk, dude said, "Hey, James, who you voting for?" I was caught off guard. And I tried to deflect because, again, I need this little check right now. Not a little check. I need my check right now. So I was like, yeah, I got I printed out my ballot and I got it in the car. So it's kind of hard for me to tell you.
What's up, Daryl? Damn.
And then he had the nerve to say, so let me ask you, are you Democratic or Republican or leaning in the middle? I couldn't do it no more. I spun my chair around. And there was a new guy. Another black guy that's actually working at the job. He had only been there 2 days. And I spun around, he caught my eye as if to say, bro, I just got here. Don't do this. Don't leave me alone. But I had to go to him and say, hey, man, how long have you been in, corporate America? What are the two things that you're not supposed to talk about? I had that conversation with him or whatever.
Okay.
Religion.
Politics and religion. I had that conversation with him or whatever. And I prayed that he didn't ask me again. He didn't. Because I, wanted to say, look at me. Who the hell you think I'm voting for? Just
You can't tell that no more, though.
Yeah. Hey.
He was doing a temperature check. That's all that was.
Hey, that's
would've
so
known.
true. That's so true. We
the way-
learned that the last time.
the way I would have come at him, he'd have known.
He would have known.
He'd have known where I
afterwards.
was at. Yeah, he'd know. Yeah.
Well, you realize, I don't know if y'all realize, but you should realize, Kemp did pass that bill. And so people that waited till today to vote were the first ones to have to deal with the nonpartisan ballots. See, when we voted, if you did early voting, they had Democrat, Republican, nonpartisan, but the nonpartisan was real small.
Yeah.
Today's, it was all nonpartisan. So if you didn't know who you were voting for today, you just you did some guesswork.
You was looking at names going, Devontae.
You was
Yeah.
I'ma
so
tell
if you didn't know who you were voting for today, you was looking at a bunch of names.
It was Devontae. Yeah, let's go with her.
You ain't never lying about that though, JC.
Shaquille. Yeah. Go with that one.
You ain't never lying. You
know
ain't
what I'm
never
saying?
lying. But the other thing that I did, I don't know if I should say that on there because I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just had a little cheat sheet. Yeah.
You're supposed to
I
have
took
one. Ain't
I
that
took
right?
a
Need
cheat
one.
sheet with me.
No,
that had all the
when they
names.
give you the yellow form,
Yeah.
you can go in there, So we got ours early. Go in. I went back, did all my research on who the people were, put all my marks in. And I took my form to the booth with you. Yeah, you do that.
Okay,
My son did the
good.
exact same thing. When I showed him, this is what I do.
Okay.
So when he took his sheet, you take it
I
with
just
you.
had it in my pocket because I
Oh, no,
wasn't
you had to
sure.
sneak it. You had to sneak. It wasn't no cheat
I
sheet.
was
Hey,
like-
she did like she in class. She did a cheat sheet.
Because I didn't know if they was gonna be like, no, you can't have, because you can't have your phone.
Listen,
so I was like, dang.
I can
Yeah,
tell
true
you.
story, Matt. And it's 99. Today it was nonpartisan.
Yeah, I could
today.
tell you everybody I voted for. I got them written down.
So you got them written down.
Yep. Alsop, McLaren, Penny Brown Reynolds, Tanya Miller, Kathy Judon, Anton Anthony, Nikki Portia, Sheila Edwards, Miracle Rankin, Jen Jordan, Will Wooden, and Fatima Felton. I got everybody written down and what they do. You got, like you said, you got to research them
Yeah,
beforehand.
that would chill. If you don't research before voting, you shouldn't vote. But the reality of it is chill. A lot of people don't. They go in there, only knowing one or two names and not knowing the entire ballot. You know what I mean? But this is again why we always on this podcast always preach: think globally, vote locally. Because these local ballots are so important, you know what I mean? Because this one had your Board of Education on here, you know what I mean? So if you don't know who these people are,
Yeah.
you don't know what, we complain about the schools and all this stuff. It was a lot of things on this particular ballot that was very, very important. And so, you had to, if you didn't do the research on this one,
Well,
flip
the
it
only
on.
thing I will say is I had all my names wrote down, but there was still more on there than I was ready for, to be honest.
was.
There was still more.
What about
that I
the two
wasn't-
questions?
The three nigga questions.
Hey,
Them
man.
was regular.
Hey,
They
bro.
broke
Hey,
them
man.
questions all the way down.
Hey, bro, they had like eight questions on mine.
No.
Yeah.
thinking the same thing.
Them is
You're in
nice.
Fulton County, so
I'm
you
glad
already-
they did it like
It was
that.
crazy. The questions was
They
like
definitely gave
crazy.
you
Yes.
the three questions was nigga questions. They broke them down straight.
What?
Like, hell no, you ain't no stocks or crypto. Hell
I agree
no.
with that.
What you talking about? No. You hit that motherfucker twice. The only three things I checked back on my battle was like, hold on now. Don't get me on that shit.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
I ain't playing with them.
Now, you should vote based on who you think gonna be best. I agree with that. You know, a lot of people don't. But the
It was
reality
one
of
of
it
them
is,
obvious no questions. I was like, they
it was-
really wording it like this.
No, but we say it's an obvious no question. But
Right.
if they put that junk on the ballot,
It's
Right.
real.
it ain't that obvious.
It ain't
you know
that
what I mean?
obvious.
Yeah.
If they were willing to put that on the ballot, that big and bold,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that says a lot. The fact they even willing to put it on the ballot and spelled it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
They spelled it out. Should you do this for the rich? Should
Yeah.
you? It was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But they put it out
they
there.
asked about
So
the,
it
the,
just-
the can somebody come in and take your votes and all. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
boy, they direct with it. Yeah,
I love
it was good
that.
stuff.
I
It was
love
some-
that
it was some good
they
stuff. I
worded it
thought
like
was.
that,
I
though.
thought it was some good stuff.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
I love that they worded it. But I wonder how it's worded when it's on the nonpartisan. Right?
No, it's the same one for everybody.
Yeah,
Is it?
Mhm.
It's gonna be worded the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Don't
on
know
the
what county you're
so
at. Yep. All right, so we're gonna get on to something else. You know, we're actually gonna skip our sports segment tonight. Only thing we're gonna say is that
Did you-
Wemby is
Wemby
different.
is a cheat code.
Cheat
We're gonna
code.
say that. We'll talk about everything else next week, but straight cheat code. Can't do nothing with that dude. All
we're
you can
gonna
do
take
is-
a break before
All you
that.
can do is hope and pray. I will hope and pray. No, we're not gonna take a break yet. You all
How
right?
much, real quick, how much,
You okay?
how much adaptation should a person do?
JT.
How many millions do you need in order to say no?
See what time it is.
We
That's a
definitely
great
nah, we
question.
40
What,
minutes
what was
in.
that again?
Yeah, we 50 minutes.
Unc
in.
said, how much adaptation should a person do? How many millions do you need in order to say no?
Yeah.
I don't know if they realistically have come up with that number yet. For people to say no. Because
And I think when people say there's a number, that means they have no number.
they have, I don't believe there is.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a number to say, all right, I've sold out enough. You know what I mean? I'm good now.
Facts.
The
don't-
only
Facts.
one that I've seen do that was Dave Chappelle.
What up, coach?
To a certain degree from what we can see out and in front of us.
It's a good point.
Because
Yeah.
he said no to some stuff that would have,
It's a good point.
wow.
Charleston White said the same thing. He said they offered him $5 million, and
do
he
what?
turned it down.
I just don't know that actually happened.
To do what?
You right. I don't know who does know. You right. Who does know?
We saw
does
Dave
that?
Chappelle walk away
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
at the height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's such a rarity, man.
Yeah.
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 Such a rarity.
Yeah.
Kanye don't care.
Kanye sold his soul a long time ago.
You think he sold his soul?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I think he's a
I
sick
think he's lost.
individual.
I think he's lost. I think he's lost.
I was gonna say I don't know if he knows if he was standing for something or I just think there's a lot of mental health issues there that he
Oh,
I agree
I
with mental health
definitely.
yeah,
That's why I said I
don't
think
think
he's
he
sick.
knows if
yeah.
he sold it or if he's trying to get it bought or what. I don't
Trying to
know.
get it bought.
I don't
You know,
think
if he got it
Kanye
up for
even
sale.
know on that.
But you're right, Coach. They're stealing money and they're using that thing to help steal money. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That was for them to say, well, y'all voted on us. We can, you know what I mean? Now we ain't got to look over our shoulder no more. You know, those questions were ridiculous. Go ahead. I'm sorry, JT. What you saying?
No, I just wanted to get to this one so that we can get to the main thing real quick. In regards to
Can't argue with that.
the question that I put out was, given the mental strain that life is putting on people right now, is it safe to intervene in a domestic situation, or is it safe to even ask someone else to come and step in? The reason why we're asking this question is because of there was some reports. I ain't gonna say reports that actually happened. There was a homicide of two gentlemen. Their name was Gianni Pierre and Jaheim Pierre in Miami, Florida again, on May 2nd, 2026. Their sister's boyfriend and their sister was actually into something. The sister called them to come through to get her out of the situation. The boyfriend left, and he actually came back. There was an initial fight between Carter. His name was Antoine Carter. Initial fight between Carter and the brothers broke out inside the apartment. He left, came back with a 9mm handgun from his car. When the door opened, he killed both of them, and he actually confessed to doing the killing. And actually, I was on something else today, listening to some DJs, and sometimes they be having conversations in the chats on Twitch, and they were asking, this young lady asked, if you saw a woman in a domestic situation, would you step in? And my answer was, first off, you have to be willing, before you step in, you have to be willing to die for that person. Because in today's, what you want to call it, climate, today's world, you just don't know what people are going through. And it might not be what you see at the forefront of it. It could be this, something else, job. It could be not being able to provide like he wants to. Just so much other things that a person could be going through to where at that moment they could actually snap, and you happen to be the person to step in, and there you go. This young lady on this live stream, she actually said that she stepped into something trying to break something up, and the dude actually hit the woman that he was, his domestic partner, hit her, and then turned and looked at her. She didn't know this lady. But later on, she was just thinking like, damn, he could have hit me also. So what do you think in today's climate? Are you stepping into a domestic situation, or should people even be calling other people to step into a domestic situation? Which usually, let's face it, I would say 85% of the time is usually a woman that's needing protecting from a man. So if that woman is calling people, is that cool? And is it cool for you to even step in and do something about it?
Can I be honest? When I read that article, I was pissed the hell off, because I felt like she knew that dude had a gun. She knew her boyfriend had a gun. And you shouldn't have put your brothers, you should have called the police. She should have called the police and got him out of there and went through law enforcement first, or just dealt with it. Because I don't have any proof. So let me say that I have no proof, but I feel like she knew, if that was her man, she knew that he had a gun or that he had access, whether it be friends or whatever. So to bring your brothers over there, when somebody comes over, I just feel like you shouldn't even bring people in your family into it, because you'll turn around and be right back with that person. How many times have we saw that? Multiple. It happens so much. So now you putting them in danger, and you're going to be right back with that person. And you let them come to the house. You let them come to the house where he, I don't know, did he stay at the house? Was he living with her?
I didn't get that part of it. I would assume that he did.
Them boys were 5 years apart, born on the same day.
Yeah.
And died on the same day. In the video footage, he just came in and just started blasting them. And he looked like he was crazy. So, I don't know. I was highly irritated when I read that article. I'm like, why would you bring your brothers into it? Because this is not, in this climate, everybody has guns. Nobody is fighting. Nobody is fighting.
So your answer is you should not be calling.
No, you should not be calling your family members.
You should be calling
to
the cops.
You should be calling the cops. And if you're out somewhere and you see some stuff, who you witnessing it, you need to be calling the cops. Unless you strapped up. Unless you strapped up and you can pull out your gun and say, get off of this woman. And you better back out of it when you do it, because you don't know who's carrying. This is just not the climate. People do not fight anymore. So what are you doing? No.
So,
and a lot of men, their ego is very fragile. So you didn't have, if he did get beat up, you still put them, say they got him out of there and they beat him up. He still came looking for them later. No.
what you think, Angelo?
It's one of them situations, man, where you can, we don't know the relationship, right, between these brothers and the sister. You know what I mean? Because some brotherly sister relationships are like thick. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like they are super tight, super close, and they're going to defend their sister
To the end.
And vice versa. You know, it's sort of like a fatherly type relationship, which Coach Nash said something I was going to piggyback off of that. You know, it's a slippery slope. This is a real slippery slope because, you know, y'all know the culture. Some culture be like, don't involve the police. You know what I mean? It could have been a situation. I doubt this was the first domestic situation.
Right.
I doubt that very seriously. And it could have been a situation of, hey, if that dude do this again, call us. You know what I mean? And we're going to take care of it. And that's what she did. She called them. They came and took care of it. Now, do you anticipate somebody coming back like that? You know what I mean? You know, remember that line in Menace Society when before the shooting, he said, I didn't expect him to come back like that when he beat Buddy up for. He was like, I don't think they expect him to come back like that. You know what I mean? Because he was blasting. You could hear him. And then after he finished blasting, he said, and see what you made me do? That let you know, this dude crazy. This wasn't the first time. You know what I mean? And probably said, you better not call your brothers over here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't get your folk killed over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they came in, put hands on them, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And then you gonna let them leave?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Light skinned cutie. When I was talking about backing out, I'm talking about if you gonna help somebody, from one, you better have your peace. And when you get done talking to them, you can't turn your back. That's what I'm saying. You need to almost just back out where your gun's still pointed. That's what I'm saying. And that's if you're going to intervene on somebody that's in the street. Because you got to be willing to die.
Why you got your gun sideways?
I know it.
But you know,
that's what I was saying. Like you can't turn your back after you pull out a gun on somebody.
Yeah, but even doing that, you'll be the one mess around and get locked up. You come out with your gun, and they the business Bob. You go out with your gun. You're gonna be the one going to jail. You know
Why would you go to jail if you protecting somebody?
No, if that person, you know,
nothing has happened.
you have to be defending the life of you or a third party. If somebody getting jacked up, you know what I mean, their life has to be in danger.
Okay.
You know what I mean, for you to pull that weapon out.
Okay.
You know what I mean. If not, you know, and then you got to think about, you think she gonna testify on your behalf or on his behalf?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was a police officer. I'm gonna tell you, you get them. We hated domestic situations because you don't know. The minute you say you taking them to jail, now you got to fight both of them. You know, so it's a slippery slope, man. But this situation right here, I just think it's very, very unfortunate. It's a sad case. It's a very, very sad case to have them boys, you know, your brothers get killed right there in front of you. Because now this is something that you have to live with for the rest of your life.
And that's the thing. He let her live. So that she could deal with that.
She loved him. She ain't care about them brothers.
So he could.
You know what I mean? She loved her brother. So
nah, he ain't love her. He wanted her to suffer.
He thought he did, or she thought he did, because again, these situations are rarely the first time.
Yeah.
And for the brothers to come that way, it wasn't the first time.
Right.
You know, but when you ask the question of, you know, what do you do? What would you do? It's like, you know what I mean? It's a slippery slope, man.
That's it. You got to be
slippery
willing to
slope,
die.
man. Like of a father, Dwayne is a father of a daughter. You know what I mean? If your daughter calls you in distress, are you telling me you're not coming? Right. You're coming. You're coming. With artillery.
And that's the other thing I'm saying. You better be strapped.
You got to be willing.
You better be strapped.
You have to be willing to kill or die for that person to step in.
Yeah.
What you said about, you know, like brothers and sisters in regards to a fatherly type thing. That's what I have with my sister, because I was the one over her. You know, once we rolled out on Pops, you know, I was the one over her. You know, this is why I was blessed with the union that she has with her husband right now, because I know that I could trust that dude to handle things where it needs to be handled. I do not believe that he's the type that's going to do craziness like that, you know, because, of course, you know, I know him and stuff hasn't happened, you know, but if something did, I'm stepping. You know, that's But again, you have to be able to. You have to be willing to die or kill for
Yeah.
that person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So like being Captain, what they like to call back in the day, Captain Save-A-Hole. You out at Kroger and there's a chick out in the parking lot getting her ass kicked. Now you gonna step up and do yada yada. Unless you ready to die or kill for that chick, you probably should only do some verbal shit. Hey man, stop that shit, bro. You don't need to be doing that.
Hey.
But stepping there physically,
Yeah.
verbally can still get you, you know.
Yeah.
But at least
But
verbally, you far enough away to where you can duck.
And I think you got to think about this from like Chip just said. You know, I'm going over there, but I'm calling the police to meet me there. You know
That's
what I mean?
what I was about to say.
And that's
exactly
but-
what I was
but-
going to say.
That part there too.
But again, I
Yeah.
think that's a maturity thing. Like Keegan just said about a maturity thing.
Yeah.
That's growing up. That's understanding there are consequences to actions. Youngsters a lot of times don't understand that. They're reactionary. They don't think about those kind of consequences. You know what I mean? And I don't. And there's some, not saying all young people, because some very mature young people. There's some old people that's just dumb as a bag of rocks.
Right.
So, but I'm just saying that's a maturity level to think about. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't care what you talking about. This man put his hands on you. If you don't call police, I'm calling the police. I'm on the way over there, but you know what I mean? But that's
Right.
But I don't think everybody.
Right.
And then these guys were young. These were young guys. These were early 20s. You know what I mean? So these young guys, they coming.
28 and 23.
They coming to protect their sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things that's so unfortunate. You hate
Yeah.
to see that junk happen, but and I just don't think, you know, it's one of those scenarios, man, where as we sit back after the fact, it's easy to review and say, man, I wouldn't have did that. Man, I would, you know what I mean? You know, but you have to tell me you've been in that situation before and how you handled it. You know what I mean? And then be able to say, you know, man, when I was 25, you know what I mean? I was, 21,
Right.
18,
Yeah.
I handled it this way, but now I'm 45, 55, you know what I mean? Whatever it be. I just think,
I guess I may be being too harsh because to me, y'all can correct me. I don't think she was too young to understand that people shoot. That's the part that I'm kind of
young to
like.
what?
I think she understands that people shoot. Her generation, that's the generation that's pulling out the guns.
That don't mean you expect. That don't mean you anticipating that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And we don't know the brothers were armed. He just got the drop on him. We don't because he came in there blasting so fast. We don't know if they got the drop on him.
I was thinking the same thing too.
The door opened.
Yeah.
And he blasted.
He started blasting.
I was thinking the same thing that you
know what I
said,
mean?
Lo, that
And
they
I
may
didn't-
have came with
I didn't
guns
get it
and
all,
wasn't
but I don't know if he
anticipating
waited for
him
the
coming
cops.
back in.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
waited for the cops or whatever, but I do know that he confessed to it. So
Yeah.
But come on, microphone.
No, I'm saying. I mean, it's premeditated at this point because I feel like if
Oh,
you put your hands on her, you probably should have left before the brothers got there. But if you stayed there for the brothers to get there, you know what I'm saying? Then
Well,
went to your
it's
car.
premeditated because you walked outside and got the gun and came back.
No.
That's
Yeah.
why it's premeditated. Not for
Oh,
waiting for the
100%.
brothers.
Yeah.
Not for waiting for the brothers to get there. It's premeditated because you went to the
when you
gun.
went and came back.
Yeah.
It's all loose
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
It's not. How some people say it's got premeditated. Mean they woke up in the morning thinking to kill. No, it's premeditated because at that moment you went out there and got your gun.
You had a chance to make another decision.
Yeah,
and you chose
That's
that
where
one.
it's premeditated at for sure.
Frank said, I tell my 3 girls that frequently. That is a life-altering event. I'm not coming to talk should ever rise to that level. That's a man with all daughters. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm saying. They have all girls, man. I'm sure the mindset is a little bit different.
I'm sure.
The mindset's a little bit different. You know what I mean?
sure.
Because you're there. You look at them as you supposed to be there. You there protected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm a
Especially
bonus
guys
dad.
who raise their daughters.
I'm a bonus dad
sure
of
it's
a little
different.
girl, and I know that I would do a whole lot for that little girl. So I can imagine, like you said, if you're actually the father. Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm saying I can imagine, but actually I can't because I'm not. But because of the level that I have for of what I would do for the little girls I'm a bonus dad on, if I'll do it to that extent, I could just, what would somebody that's actually, that is their daughter, Dwayne, Frank, these folks that actually have a daughter that actually they raised. boy, that's a different, that's a different.
I've actually been through a situation similar. I wasn't getting beat up, but I had somebody stalking me, and I didn't tell my family at all. That person shot my house up and everything, but I didn't want my family to be in the middle of it. Because if he's violent, why would I want my family to be in the middle of it? And my other take on it is that I've worked in domestic violence shelters for years, and it's just a common fact that when a woman is done and she's trying to leave, these people get violent. So you need to just be trying to figure out, you need to be bringing law enforcement into it and trying to figure out how to hide or get away from that person, not bringing your family into it. I hate to say it that way, but because your family cannot protect you. Because if law enforcement can barely protect you, your family can't protect you unless that person is willing to murder whoever you're dealing with. So that's just my take on it.
Coach said I got 5 sisters, no brothers, so I overstand. Kiki said, especially I'm mature enough not to involve the men in my family because I know I couldn't stand the thought of losing either one of them. And I know for a fact if I call them, they coming, and I know exactly how they coming. All right? Yeah. Especially my dad. If I call my dad, he has zero understanding when it comes to me, his only child and daughter.
Yeah, she's mature enough. Totally different. And I didn't get the age of the young lady. I didn't. I just thought about that. I didn't get the age of her. They didn't even mention her name. But like you said, sad story all the way around.
Horrible.
So, again, all comes back into this thing, this the mental aspect of stuff, where certain people are at, what certain people are dealing with. You just have no idea at all what they're dealing with. So, be careful in regards to that. So listen, we're going to take a break because Jose needs to get a break. And we come back, man, we're going to talk about your folk making you pay for these other folks that did some crazy shit. And you got to pay to make sure that they get something in their pockets. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And Jose.
Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
The whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left. It was dry to the right. It was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lo, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Yo, we back, man. We are back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And Jose.
Yep, we back. We back. We got any more comments from the last topic?
I think I read most of them already. Yeah, I read most of them already as we went along, so I think we good. Oh, Frank did say a police officer was killed in Florida breaking up a domestic violence fight at a gas station. He just got off work from the jail, didn't know either of them, and he got killed.
Damn. That's it, man. It's just not healthy no more.
It happened out here in Atlanta. Dude at a gas station tried to break up a fight, didn't know these people, and dude killed him. Unc said you got to be smart, know the environment, protect yourself. Well, he chimed out, so he had to go to bed at night. He said he tried to hang with us last week. We came up too late last week. Yeah, we heard in there. Said, if not my child, it's gonna be a name. Yeah, that's it. Let's rock.
What's up, Ebony? Appreciate you tuning in. Go and let them folks in South Carolina know what's happening down here in Atlanta. Classic Conversations is, having dialogue for the community. So right now, man, we're gonna get into this stuff. While y'all out there checking us out, make sure that y'all keep touching those buttons. When you touch those buttons, it helps our
algorithm
go up. When our algorithm goes up, that means other people are watching. Dwayne?
Push the goddamn button.
Well, that was perfect timing. I'm saying, hit them buttons because, again, it helps our
algorithm
go up, and that makes other people see it. Rises up to the top of their timeline. So make sure that you keep doing that.
Tell a friend, tag a friend. Tell a friend, and tag a friend.
Not
Appreciate
now,
y'all.
but right now. You dig? Right now. Make sure you do it. Matter of fact, let me see. Go and start hitting them buttons, man. Go and let me see them hearts and all the stuff start flying. So, that person that's in charge of y'all country, 4547, a.k.a. the occupant of the White House.
That guy.
Y'all country.
He has started something called the Anti-Weaponization Fund. It is a fund to provide a systematic process to hear and redress claims of others who suffered weaponization and lawfare under the regime of President Biden. Man, this don't make you mad. I just don't understand. So basically, it's a settlement in regards to President Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump Jr., Eric Trump. The Trump Organization, LLC, filed a suit against the Treasury and IRS in the Southern District of Florida. Again, fucking Florida. The District of Florida Federal Court following a leak of their tax returns. Per the settlement, plaintiffs will receive a formal apology, but no monetary agreement of damages or of any kind. They have agreed in exchange for the creation of this fund to drop their pending lawsuit with prejudice and also withdraw 2 administrative claims, including the damages resulting from the unlawful raid of the Mar-a-Lago and the Russian collusion hoax. Ooh, as I'm reading it, just make me mad. As part of the settlement, they are setting up a lawful process for victims of lawfare and weaponization to be heard and seek redress. I'm going to stop right there. In layman's terms, what they're saying is anybody that's pretty much been pardoned by the occupant, that has supported the occupant and been arrested, can actually get money.
Yep.
Now, 1.776 billion, not million,
Billion.
$1.76 billion is set up in this fund so all these people can actually get money back for doing things that was against the law in support of the occupant.
Yep.
All the folks that raided the Capitol, that got arrested, got pardoned, got rearrested again for doing shit, guess what? They can get part of this 1.776 billion.
Yeah.
They can get part of this. Anybody. Basically what he's doing is he's weaponizing his mob.
Yep.
He is giving people motivation to do shit because they're pretty sure that they're going to get pardoned. And then after that, they're going to get a little monetary settlement in regards to it also. 1.776 billion people. So they're not going to be getting no $15,000, monetary fund. They'll be getting some real money. These folks get this real money, then what do you think is going to happen from them? Thoughts?
The number came from Independence Day.
So
what does that tell you?
1.776, 1776. Think about it. Yeah.
Make America great again.
Yeah.
Make America great again. And it's coming from our money.
Agent Orange, you're right, Shay. You're right.
Our money.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give reparations.
That's the part I left out. My
But
bad.
they're giving reparations
That's the part I left out. I'm
To
sorry.
insurrectionists.
to
That's
the
the part I left out.
insurrectionists.
Now, this 1.776 billion is actually coming from the taxpayers, people. You, us. That's where the money is coming from. That's where the money is coming from.
Yep.
And it's not only black and brown people. You got to understand something here. This dude is not looking out for all of his supporters. He's looking out for the supporters that's had this mob-like mentality. He's weaponizing his mob. So think about this. You have these midterms and everything coming up. What stops them from just attacking these polling places? What stops them from doing that?
What stops them from attacking us?
Well, with that, it's got to be us. We got to stop them from attacking us. But damn, I just looked over and saw the score. My
Yeah, they're giving it
God,
business. But here's the thing, man.
damn.
I know, right? When you look at the supposed breakdown of things, it says, Trump is not supposed to receive any of the money,
Right.
quote unquote. However, there can be no oversight
Yep.
of the distribution of the money. There can be no oversight of it. You can't. They don't have to disclose of where the money's going, who's receiving it, and why. But he's not gonna get any of the money. Yeah, okay, that sounds great. And I think you're right when you use the word weaponize his group. But let's just face it, man. I think it's going to be more so of a carrot for the group to say, here's what you can get. But if you think for 1 second that this guy is going to release all that money to common folk, man, you're out your mind. This is nothing but a carrot. But this money is going to his staunch supporters. He may give some little $1,500. You may get at $1,500 to some of these people, bro. Because they're gonna be like, oh, look at my cult leader. He's saved us. That's what he is. He's a cult leader.
It doesn't have to give him much.
Doesn't have to give him much.
You're right, because he ain't giving them shit already, and they already bugging out.
You feel me?
Damn, good point.
Yeah.
This money is yet more money that he's putting
in his pocket,
in
his family's,
and his folks.
family's pockets.
His folks.
Keep in mind, I told you a couple weeks ago, he's already made $4.3 billion since he's been in office.
Mm-hmm.
There's no telling how much. This is another 1.7 billion, man, that I don't have to account for.
Yeah,
and it's coming out the taxpayers' money. And like you said, they won't even consider reparations for any shape, form, or fashion. But you'll give it to people who committed crimes.
Yeah,
that people who try to overturn the government.
And it's overseen by a 5-member commission appointed by the Attorney General, one chosen in consultation with congressional leadership. So it's not even this fund is only overseen by 5 people. Do you understand the corruption that could go on with this fund? And it's like right in our face, blatant.
Right in your face, in broad
blatant corruption.
Daylight. In broad daylight. And they not and they don't care. And they don't care. They putting this junk right in your face, and it's amazing, man.
And that's a settlement, because he was suing for $10 billion and then said, "I'll just take this much."
Right, to give to
how is this even?
Keep in mind,
who
the
even
president of the United States is suing.
Exactly, the United States. So you suing yourself. You suing yourself.
Insane.
You suing yourself.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
There you go. They can pay themselves. Exactly. That is what they are doing. Damn. These midterm, man.
I say the same thing all the time.
Hey, man. Great question. What are we gonna do about it?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
These midterms is gonna be very interesting. Is all I can say.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Memorial Day is coming up. We're gonna party like a rock star.
Well, we've been doing that now,
and we're gonna keep doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We're not paying attention. I mean,
we don't support criminals.
I think it's strategic in the times that these types of things is happening. Right at the holiday weekend, and we're not paying attention because we're worried about the next pool party, or what the next what do they call them?
Barbecue.
No, the out what is it? Day party. Worried about the next day party. Guess what, folks? It's raining in Atlanta, so you need to pay attention. You can't go to a day party. You need to pay attention.
Any word on the Iraq that war we're supposed to be fighting right now? Any comments? You know what I mean? Hey, the war we're supposed to already won and destroyed everything. You know what I mean? But more money went over. Man, this dude's, and it ain't. We still are not at the 18 month.
We ain't at 18 months.
We're not even at 18 months, are we? We right at 18. Right at 18. Sheesh.
I want to add a little bit more. It says, while the DOJ has not yet published detailed step-by-step eligibility criteria, they say that officials state that the fund is meant for anyone who believes they suffer from political lawfare. And I said the same thing. How can we get some? But you know what?
Good luck.
You're not going to be able to get any. That's not going to be for you. The black MAGAs, are the black MAGAs going to get some?
Dang.
Hey, listen, that's gonna be interesting to see.
Yo,
Right?
what are you talking about? I know somebody that matter of fact, he called in. You remember years ago? My man
boy.
Shaka, he called in. I don't follow him anymore, so I don't even know if he knows about our podcast any longer. But I couldn't do it. Some of the stuff, the rhetoric he was putting up, I couldn't do it.
About you, Daryl Down. You put in for your money.
I can tell you this.
What up, B?
He's probably going to let one or two
Get a little
of them
change.
jigaboos get something. You know what I'm saying?
So they can spread.
He gonna let one or two just to make it look like.
So let's spread the news.
Nicki Minaj might get a cut. Might hook up Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Might
Yeah, good point. Snoop might get a little something.
Snoop might get a little something.
Ah, wait,
Snoop
but
and
Snoop
Wavy.
ain't
No.
done nothing. Yes, I don't know though. Snoop might be able to get a little something. He don't need it, but he might get a little something. Yeah, he might.
say, but the Dems aren't talking about doing anything that goes against what Trump or his cronies are doing.
They actually did. They did.
Did you see something? Because I looked
yes.
for it earlier today. I didn't see anything.
In an attempt to derail the rollout, a group of over 90 House Democrats filed an amicus brief in federal court trying to block the settlement, warning that it creates a dangerous precedent where a president can use a personal lawsuit, because he was suing them, to negotiate a massive taxpayer-funded payout system for his base. Yeah, they're trying to. They see that it's a slush fund. They're calling it out, and they're trying to. But again, if these judges are being bought out as well,
You're not even going to be able to cut a check without congressional approval, man. But this is going to be interesting to see. And you're right. I want to see what the Dems do with this. If they let this one slide,
It's a wrap.
it's over with, man. It's over. They're not going to do nothing.
it's not about
they
letting
have-
it slide. They have to be able to. They have to have other law enforcement with them, judges and what have you, to be able to block the stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like how?
All right. So let me ask you this question. If this was the other way around, you think the Republicans would stop it?
Hell yeah.
Okay, what would
That's
they
why
do?
we need these seats.
Hey, look
and
at
things.
everything you
And
just
we
said.
need
What would
these
they do about it?
And we need these
Man,
judges.
They would shut this junk down so
Yeah.
fast, it ain't even funny. It wouldn't even be a conversation.
If they could, because remember, it's all about the seats. It's all about the judges. There's nothing that can be done if you don't have people that are in these offices that's willing to do something about it.
Check this out. They've also created a weaponization working group to review the Biden administration law enforcement policies. Oh, I missed it.
God dog. I'm talking about, boy. Sorry, y'all watching this game at the same time. Go ahead. The judges are on the slime side. Yeah, 6 of the 9 are.
They are.
But that's what he did the last
Yeah.
time he was in office. He appointed all those judges to position himself for this type of move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is why they appoint these judges. It's stuff like this.
Yep.
Trump is doing what he wants to do, and Congress know the judges are stopping him. That's facts.
And you better believe the judges are getting paid too.
Can't argue that fact.
Them judges are getting paid too. So they're not going to say
Yeah,
anything.
he supposedly stripped security clearances from his perceived political enemies and demanding his Justice Department to investigate them also. During the second administration, Justice Department leaders have fired dozens of staffs who investigated Mr. Trump and his allies as part of the 2 special counsel investigations, one related to his alleged mishandling of classified records and the others tied to his conduct following the 2020 presidential election. Now, think about that, bro. Let put it in layman's terms. I do a robbery of the Federal Reserve, but I have the power to replace all of the judges and all of the people that's actually looking to actually come at me to actually prosecute me, I fire all of them. To where now I ain't got nobody. Everybody
Facts.
that's gonna prosecute me, all of the judges gonna actually judge or make a decision on my behavior is now on my side. That's basically what he's done.
Yep. Yep.
Hey,
And he
man,
did
this
that
shit
from
is-
day one.
This shit is fucking amazing.
He did it. It's not amazing. It's disgusting.
It is amazing that it can actually be done, is what I'm saying.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
16 months.
And the other thing that we
16 months.
we haven't paid any attention to is just the fact that they keep that not only did he fire all of those people, he fired the people over the FDA, over the consumer agencies. It's gonna be some bullshit going on with these. Well, like he said, gonna be it's bullshit that's going on with these millionaires with how they treat us, the American people, as a damn commodity. And that's the biggest issue. We are the commodity, and now we're about to be screwed over by these companies, by this fake meat, by the industries making these products that already have things in them that cause cancer. We're in a vicious cycle of them giving us things, giving us products that cause cancer, that cause illnesses. Now you got to go to the doctor. Your food is poisonous. Now you gotta go to the doctor. I just seen a thing the other day talking about baby carrots. I know I'm getting off topic, but how baby carrots are washed in something that causes cancer. There's washed in something that you clean your floor with.
What? Now wait.
Yes.
The little carrots?
Yes.
I'm fucked.
Yes. I know, JT.
I like them little carrots.
JT, I know. They said they not even baby carrots. They just carrot bits. And they wash them in. You got to see it. And so we're in a vicious cycle because now you don't have governing agencies to say this stuff is wrong, what they're giving us. You got to go to the doctor. You getting medication to cure the stuff that because of the food and the products, and you got to keep working. So what? So you can keep your insurance.
I was gonna say is that when my back hurting, but I think that's just because I've been living a long time.
Hey, you
but
never know. You need to look it up. I'm gonna try to find it and send
baby
it to you.
carrots.
I said
Like
if
the little
it's
baby
not
carrot,
one thing, it's another.
Damn.
It's disgusting.
Again, people, he is incentivizing his mob to do other shit. So yeah,
Frank said, don't forget they got rid of all the IGs in the military and the
Yep.
rest of the government.
Yeah.
anybody that opposed anything he said, got rid
He
of.
said he put people in place to push his agenda. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Period.
and they running with it, man.
They
Rolling
actually
with it.
tried to sue him for all those people that he fired because of that, but I don't see it going anywhere.
Because of the judges.
Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
I know you don't like to be on the mic.
Sorry.
Everyone,
There's
this
a
is one
law.
of our producers, Mr. Will.
There's a law that every time that he tries to do something, if we oppose it, he just submits it to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court initiates an order to temporarily hold everything at place until whatever this decision is goes through the court system. So what that allows him to do is to continue business as
Continue to do
usual,
As usual, yeah.
until it goes through the court system. Those cases are going to stay in the court system for a very long time.
And
In the meantime, he can continue to do everything.
And
With
it's
that
his court
loophole,
system.
that's usually for people that are on death row, those types of decisions. But they're utilizing it for every single thing that gets stopped.
Yeah.
They submit it to the Supreme Court, and then they do this, whatever this temporary injunction thing is, so that they can continue business as usual until the court makes a decision.
Man, we need to do a skit on a night in the White House. Somebody be the occupant. And other people, just a skit, just to show what it probably looks like in there, when you.
Why would you pull up?
What did you look
I'm sorry.
at? Oh, damn, they
killing
came
me.
back.
Yeah. But he just had to move in the middle, and he pulled up. I was like, why would you pull up, man? You should have took it to the
Y'all
hole.
terrible. They terrible.
Oh,
We
that's
all
him?
bad. We all bad.
Y'all sitting here
watch,
and
he pulls up.
their attention is
holding.
somewhere
Oh, he
else.
holding her.
While y'all attention is on us.
No, we right there with them. They watching. They watching. They watching too.
Yeah.
They know what we talking about.
Only on Classic Konversation.
We live.
Oh yeah. You didn't know. Now you know.
It's
That's
gonna
for sure.
take it's gonna take the a lot of the white people that see what's going on to step up.
But I I
It's
wonder
gonna take them.
So we're talking about them stepping up when on the next presidential election.
Right now, they're the ones that need to be marching. They're the ones that need to be trying to get these.
So
These
just ask. So if they start marching or whatever, what does that change?
I mean, we have to move these people out of power. That's the only thing. There's some of these people that are in power have to be taken out of their seats and out of power. So
Well, you're never gonna win any real battle without the help of our white brethren. I mean, that's just straight
100%.
facts. You're never gonna win. You can't.
Who was
win
that we
without
had
them.
on the show
100%.
that said that we can do this without them? Who was that?
no, I
Too
said.
free.
Too Free. That's
Oh, I was about to say.
that's
Not
what
realistic.
it was. Too Free. Yeah, that's who it was. It was Too Free.
I thought you.
I
was
mean,
gonna
think
say
about it right-
something
think about it
something
right
else
now,
out,
for
because I ain't
example.
say that.
Right now, they've taken away all these congressional seats from all these black areas. Right? They've taken them away. In Memphis, they only taken away. But they pulled them off all the committees and everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now, who you gonna vote for? You know, you got to vote for that other side that you feel like is gonna still help you, because it ain't gonna be your black folks. It's gonna be the white folks. They're the only ones left that can win those seats.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to count on them. But now you got to rally and have enough people to vote
yeah.
them in. Because if you don't, you just, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you don't need.
So, just to add to that, I think they're prepared for that too, because look at Virginia. Virginia voted. They voted and said they did not want the redistricting. And
No,
what did
Virginia voted to redistrict
Oh,
for
to
their side, and they made that. They said it's unconstitutional. They wouldn't let them do it.
right? But you get my point.
No, I get exactly what you're saying.
Right. So they voted. When the people vote, white, black, Asian, whatever you want to call it, and the people that he has put in position are just overriding it, finding loopholes
Yeah.
to just delay that. Whatever decision you say, they just basically said, "We heard your vote, but no. Now what you gonna do? I just want to know." And these are the questions that I think that young people are going to say, because you got people that are going back to the old regime of we're going to march, we're going to protest, we're going to do all these things. But when they literally say to your face, you have shown us your voice and you have voted, and we still going to tell you no.
See, that's what they're trying to get you to believe, though.
Yeah.
Because they want to discourage us from voting.
Yeah.
They want to say, you know what I mean, what we've done, we've taken all your seats away. They want to discourage you to say, see, man, you already got too many of us had that mentality of, see, this is why I don't vote now anyway. And
Yeah.
so now this is gonna make even more people say, see, it don't even matter. They take that's the whole goal. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Now you got to go. That's why I said last week about the voting process. You can't now just say, I'm just gonna vote for the person because of they're black, whatever. You
Yeah.
got to look at that vote and say,
Yeah.
who has a
can win?
legitimate chance of beating the other side? You
Yeah.
have to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Who has a legitimate chance of
Right.
winning?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And we have to, you know, you got to get rid of. You got to
Yeah.
better go in there super strong, because
Yeah.
if we still vote in record numbers and vote for the right candidate, we can still make some noise. But they're trying to discourage the vote in general. You know what I mean? And it's very strategic. You know, they're very strategic with it.
Because you know, it's a lot of young folks looking at this and saying,
Absolutely.
why?
What
Absolutely.
the hell am I doing it for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the crazy thing is, most of, I don't know what are we, generation what? what are we?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever
either.
generation we are.
I was getting X and Z's and all that.
A lot of us a while ago were thinking that way, and now we're thinking a different way and voting.
Yeah.
The thing is, now we have to educate the what are they? The gen whatever the younger generation
The one
is.
after us,
Yeah.
I think we're X, right? And they're Z. Is that right?
And what
We're X.
we're X and there's Z, and what's after Z? Because we're a little
So
further
you might
up.
be around TU.
Because it's got to be a couple of more after us now. Because we're a little up there, so it's got to be at least 2 more generations behind us. Either way, we have to figure out a way to get them to understand that the vote still counts, and you have to vote for the person that actually, not voting for the person that actually.
Okay, he said 48. He's Gen X.
So
Yeah.
not just
After
voting
Z is
for the person that is black or brown, but voting for the person that actually can actually win.
You have to look at that.
You have to look at it.
Yeah.
And I when you said it
Yeah.
a week or 2 weeks ago, it actually made me look at my ballot totally different. Totally different. Why y'all keep screaming and I can't see this shit? Damn. Time I look over there, the score has changed. I ain't seen nothing happen. So basically, folks, what we're saying is, man, we have to teach the generations behind us to vote the right way and not just vote because of the color is black or brown or their name matches names that we're used to. You have to start actually researching and recognizing who can actually win and help us.
Yeah.
Whatever that amount of help is, we have to look at that instead of saying, if this person win, they're going to help us a whole lot, knowing that most likely they're not going to win. You got to change that up. You got to change
Especially
that
now
up.
they put these ballots non-partisan. You really have to know
Especially,
who you're voting
I'm
for.
telling you, the Afrocentric names is not always going to win it. Promise you. Just doing that and say I did it ain't helping us at all.
Here's reality.
Dig that.
Devontae ain't gonna cut it.
Exactly.
Not
Devontae
necessarily.
ain't
You just can't guarantee it.
Right,
Devontae-
right.
Exactly. They ain't saying cut Devontae out, but research Devontae and make sure
That's right.
Devontae can
got
do
a real
something.
platform. You gotta have a real platform.
Yeah, you got to be able to do something, not just some signs on the side of the street. Not saying the signs on the street don't work. Not saying that. I don't want to discount those folks because I blow my horn and wave at them every day. But at the same time, if they can't get it, can't go that route.
Young Seeley say, "Let's go Knicks." Jose, hey boo.
Hey. Hey,
Frank,
Dion.
boy, you getting some competition again, Frank?
Well, I'm telling you. Well, just ain't coming up there these Afrocentric jewelry pieces and hair all up on top and everything, girl. We put some red lipstick on you. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
What I
up
will
in
say,
this
I think, because I think the Republicans got a runoff and Keisha won outright. So what Keisha needs to do in between them,
Keisha won outright.
yeah,
Wow.
that
Wow.
she needs to impact the youth, like find some streamers. She need to find Kai Cenat and all them streamers. Yeah.
Yeah, to get these messages out.
Well, I mean, those are the people you get. That's where they're at. You know what I'm saying? They're on stream. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you got to figure out a way to impact.
who won do you know who won the Republican side?
They got them runoff. Rick
got a runoff.
Barnes and not Barnes. Rick Jackson and Brett Jones got a runoff. So that's why I said she gets the opportunity to not have a runoff, but she needs to impact the youth while they're doing their runoff.
She's gonna have to make some real noise, man.
More than what she's made.
Some real noise,
Yeah.
and she's gonna have to be able to cross over.
Mm-hmm.
To have a shot.
Because I almost think
We
that
have a
Keisha
shot.
kind of went on the simple fact that she was, mayor of Atlanta, and I think she kind of rode on that a little too much.
Well, that's all she had. What they were trying to destroy her on was the fact that she didn't run again. You know what I mean? They made it seem that she quit, and she went back she been going back and saying, I didn't quit. I did my term. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what they've been going back and forth with. But she quit that job. Yeah, at some point. But she left early.
was. She's
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she left early. So
Should have waited and got
I know
fired.
this is gonna be interesting.
Should have got fired. You got the unemployment, Keisha. Go ahead.
rights gone, voting rights gone, fair housing gone.
Yep.
Number one fan.
Everything that, and that's why I said last week, everything that we fought for has been taken away, and we fought for that. Are we willing to fight for it again? Are we willing to march? Are we willing to
Just let him keep shooting.
be attacked?
He'll shoot you right out like always.
Who's that, Harden?
Yeah.
Bad shot or a turnover waiting to happen. Sorry, y'all. We're looking at the
I don't know what
game
we-
live again. So, yeah. So we're gonna move on from the occupant, get into something that's more close.
She quit them last 6
to
months.
us.
She was non-existent as Atlanta as the mayor. Yeah, Keisha tried to what positive principles agenda she keep pushing. I can't argue with that, Chip. You know what I mean? I just think it's gonna be interesting with her. She tried to run the city as if she was a mother as opposed to a mayor, in my opinion, during that COVID thing, you know. And she really pissed off a lot of business owners. A lot of business owners. And so you're going to have to now come back and make them business owners feel comfortable, because remember, her and the governor were going at it during COVID. They were going at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. 'Cause I was gonna ask you, but I know you didn't say it. So I didn't ask. But I feel you. You know what I mean? Because I didn't either.
That makes 3.
Because like I said, I'm looking at who got a legitimate chance of winning. That was my concern.
Yeah.
That was my concern.
And you said she won, though, right?
I know she was the favorite for a while. She was the favorite.
All right, so we're gonna move on to something a little more fun, and it's probably a little more closer to our community for sure. Well, can't say it's no more closer than what just happened, but that's kind of close to our community. The prom season.
Yeah.
Prom season vibes. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to social media, but if you have, you've seen some of these prom celebrations and the money that's spent on some of these prom celebrations. The data shows that families are spending between $800 to $1,500 on a big night. That's per person. Parents of the guys are facing high costs with tickets, flowers, transportations, and suits quickly toppling $1,000. The ladies are looking at dresses that start at about $800, but they can go up to like more than $3,000 because of alterations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some girls went online, think that they're getting a deal when they purchase a dress at $500, but they'll end up spending $1,200 to $1,400 in alterations. Now, some of the celebrations that we've seen, I've seen where cats are coming out and choosing between like a Phantom and a stretch Hummer, this tuxedos, suits, whatever you want to call it, that they have on. You can tell it's majorly expensive. So I wanted to ask, as a parent, of course, our time's totally different because now they're having junior and senior proms.
What? You didn't have junior and senior prom?
No, we had to use only way you got to go to a prom if you was an underclassman was if somebody asked you to go. Other than that, you didn't get to go to the
I
senior.
had junior
it was a
and
senior
senior.
prom.
Ours was junior and senior prom as well.
I guess shows you that I'm older than everybody on this sitting up here. That's all.
Not Will. What y'all had, Will? It's just
Must
North
be your
Carolina,
school
man.
district.
Maybe it's a North
Yeah.
Carolina thing. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did go. I went through.
You was a player. You was a player, JT.
I went 3 years. I did.
The
go
ladies
to 3
was
proms.
loving you.
I went to 3 proms, but my suit didn't cost no damn $100, and the car that I rode in was a friend of a friend's. That's what it was. I had a chauffeur and everything, but the chauffeur was my cousin, type of deal. Sometimes it was a
Kiki.
2-door, and they had to open up the door and let us out the back. But either way, it was not a limo and all of this type stuff. But now, you as a parent just had a prom happen. Are you did you spend over $1,500-$1,600,
Absolutely
and
not.
are you willing, if you have somebody come to the prom, are you willing to spend that much money on a dress for your daughter?
What I will say is that my kids are very frugal like me, so they wouldn't even think to do that. However, out of all my kids, I have one child that has a different mother. And hey, my baby mama, she went all out. She spent like maybe about $800 to $800 to $1,000 on the dress, and the hair and nails were about $300, and she rented her Airbnb. Don't ask me why, because I thought it was crazy as hell.
We're gonna get to that.
And rented her a car, and I think it was a Corvette. So yeah, I personally know how boring prom is, so I think it's just a bunch of bullshit to spend that much money.
Angelo, you just went through the prom thing and everything. How, I saw the suit and everything. Where were y'all at?
So, it's good to have good people around you who give you some good information on where to buy stuff from. Right? Because we were doing suit shopping and looking at all this, Men's Warehouse and all the other good stuff. And a wonderful person said, I ordered all my kids' prom outfits off of Amazon. I said, for real? I told my son that jump, man, we got on Amazon and we did some. We suit shopped, all right, for about a good hour and a half on Amazon.
That's what's up.
Hey, man, perfect. That suit that he was wearing, brother, it was straight Amazon, and you couldn't tell the difference. That thing was nice.
Sure couldn't.
He was clean as a whip. Hey, man, heck no. You know what I mean? And even I'm more upset the fact I didn't know it for the last two. For the first two.
Well,
I'm like, man, I wish I'd known about that jump for these first two.
I'll
But
say
mom,
this.
she bought Alex, though. That was a promise she made to him, so they did all his suit shopping. But,
I'll tell you
man,
this, you didn't ask, because I'd have told you.
you would have told me
Oh
too?
yeah, I'd have told you.
I should have had to. I didn't ask them. They suggested. You should have suggested.
Anybody out there that's following me,
Get that.
see me on any social media, when you see me dressed to the nines, I promise you, shoes, socks, shirt, tie, the whole nine.
I had no idea.
None of it combined cost more than $110.
What?
And everything was bought separately.
I'm shook.
Everything.
I'm shook. I didn't know you was gonna say $110
The combined.
for the shoes
Shoes too.
and the whole outfit.
Socks, the
I'm
whole
shook.
nine.
Go to turnover you was talking about.
I'm shook.
All of
He
it.
a goofball, man.
All of it.
How much did you pay for your
Microphone.
The suit was like $45, and then we went and got it altered. It was like an extra like $25.
What?
Mothers living out their wedding dreams through these girls.
That's a great. That's a good one. You have to. I'm telling you that
He just
you do not
did it in
have to
enough time.
spend-
It was like he was like everybody send $50. Everybody send $50. He ordered everybody's size, and then when we got it, we took it to the K&G. The dude in K&G do it.
tell
He
you
just altered it for
I'm
us.
about to give out. Well, I'm about to say y'all.
And we bought our shoes in K&G, but everything else we bought on Amazon.
I'm gonna say y'all a whole lot of money. Luckily I can wear things off the rack, and the jackets especially fits me greatly. 44 regular. Now if I go to Amazon, sleeves might be a little long, but you know something? Some scissors and some hemming tape works wonders.
Okay.
It's just when you put the jacket on, you got to put your hand in carefully so that you don't rip the hemming tape off. But I promise you, it will fit you perfectly. You can get it any way you want. If you want your watches and your wristwear to show, you can hem it just that much. There's no reason for people that's in a modest income lane. There's no reason for anybody to do it, but some people that has it, they want to do it just to say that they did it. But you can get a full suit. That's like Dwayne said. You can get a full $45, and then get it altered. You can buy a jacket. If you go to Kohl's at the end of the summer, you can get all types of blazers for $15. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. Yeah.
Well, Kiki just said my kids always think to spend money. However, that's why it ain't up to them. I don't play like that. I'm always the freshest one in the room, straight out the Goodwill. And
I hadn't gotten
never
it
accused
yet.
You of being bright.
But there's many blazers.
Frank, I had to give you a middle finger in a while, man, but
What, you gave me a pinky?
I tried to do the middle finger on camera, but you know what I mean.
You didn't read it though.
Didn't want to tell you that, but yeah,
I read
Goodwill,
what it
man.
said.
You didn't read why he was getting
There's
the middle
many
finger though.
blazers that I have stepped out in and walked in fashion shows with that. I bought it at Goodwill for $5. Yeah,
Goodwill got it going on.
yes,
The blazers.
yes. Understand that, but now
You
when
don't
you
trust
said
Juju. You don't know the stuff.
well,
You don't know the
look,
stuff you got on.
if you don't know,
No, you
it,
don't.
if you don't know it, then it's not known.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there ain't no juju. If you don't know the juju is on it,
Yeah. You don't know if it was a 2-year-old
just so you know.
baby that sold
Just so you know,
your
what our
stuff over
producer,
in a third world country.
Mr. Will said is that sometimes it's juju on certain things out of Goodwill because somebody could have died in it. But if you don't know if they died or not, there ain't no juju on it. But you said something about the Airbnb. So that's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah.
Because back in my day,
We gotta get this track topic.
back in my day, the whole thing about prom, whoever you asked to go to prom, you felt that you was going to be able to have sex with that person after.
What? I didn't have sex.
So that was the hotel or the Airbnb. So
At neither prom.
So would you pay
At either
for your child to stay somewhere overnight after prom, knowing that most likely they're gonna have sex?
I'm not. But I don't, I was kind of shocked when I found out that my baby had an Airbnb, but at the same time, I let them other parents do what they want to do. But I thought it was a little crazy,
Chip say will not come on by 1
No,
a.m.
Well-
nobody was there because my baby mama was in the hospital, so she wasn't there, and we were in another state.
She's saying my baby mama. No, that's what I'm saying. Your baby. It's crazy. Yeah, she done said it.
It is my baby mama.
That what she
It's
called? She
my
been saying that for a
That's what she
minute.
called, yeah.
It's my
It
baby
been
and it's her
tripping me out.
mama.
Yeah,
Okay,
been tripping
she got a
me out
different
for a while.
mama than me. My baby mama.
So, Angelo, being that you have boys, would you pay for a hotel or Airbnb after the prom?
You know what? Because I'm thankful to say my boys have always shown nothing but responsibility and those kind of things. And for the most part, the kids that they've hung around, we were familiar with them. If they told me that that's what they wanted to do and who was going to be there, I probably would, honestly. Just because I believe you until you show me different, and they haven't shown me different. You know what I mean? I've always told them, if you at a party or something like that, and you start seeing people that you don't recognize, it's time to go. You know what I mean? And I remember Alec was at a party one time. And started feeling uncomfortable, and he called and said, "Hey, I'm about to leave. It's time to go." You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah, this is a true story.
Of all of
This is a true story, bro.
Alec.
So, yeah. So that's my point. They haven't shown me anything where I don't feel that they will make the right decisions. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so at this stage, yeah, I would have felt comfortable if they did that. None of them did it. They all, Aspen didn't get to go to his prom because his prom was during COVID. So and he had a slick suit too, but his prom was canceled for COVID. But the other two did go to prom, and they, came home fairly, decent. They knew who the crew they was with, and you know what I mean. But so If one of them would have said that, I probably would have, just because I feel comfortable
Okay.
with their decision making.
Did he graduate in 2020?
Aspen, yes.
Yeah, because I remember
He
that.
graduated during the whole COVID thing.
Yeah, it was like I remember it was like, because it was my son's birthday, and it was like March 16th that they shut everything down.
They ended up having
everything
a
down.
graduation later, and they did it at the football field outside and separated. It was
yeah.
the whole 9 yards, but they at least got to have the graduation. But that class lost a lot of things they didn't get a chance to enjoy.
Who said time of day was a clean team? Cole Hansberry.
What up, Cole? How you doing, bro? Man, Cole, one of my neighbors back in the day in Mableton.
Number one said my sister-in-law made my prom dress. My dad bought my corsage. He filled my tank with gas. I picked up my date. Baby, you picked up your date. And after the prom, we went to IHOP type place. It was nice.
I could see that.
And when I was a substitute
picking up
teacher,
her
my students
date.
invited me to their prom. It was beautiful and fun. You can say I would ask my kids to send a picture of the look. And she'll figure it out from there, basically.
How she dressed.
Thoughts on Killer Mike's rent to own housing. I wore my mom's wedding dress to my prom. My date mom, Harold Ward, took us to a giant open air market, took us back home. My son was 18 when he went to the prom, so there you have it.
That's crazy that she said that in regards to wearing her mom's
need to
dress
throw Aspen
to
to prom
the
like
prom. My date wore the same dress that my cousin had worn, and then my sister actually wore that same dress 2 years later. It's
That ain't
decorated a little
graduation.
differently.
Okay.
But it was passed down. So again, the expenses was down with that, and compared to now where they're actually going out and buying all these new gowns and all that type of stuff.
I guess my thing is, why would you need a hotel room
He said,
unless
I definitely
you
come home
are
at the prom.
unless you having sex? Are you
just
having?
told you.
Are you having? Or is it? I'm just saying, what would be as a teenager? What would be your excuse
Went
to your parents? Right? Right?
Why went to high school?
Are you trying to have the after party?
No, where I went to high school at, everybody after prom went to the beach. We lived, we was in Hinesville, and everybody went to Savannah to the beach after prom. That was like the known thing to do. Was after the prom, folks went to the beach. That was just that's what was up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a partner of mine had an RV. Dad had a RV, and that's where we left to the prom. After the prom, we went to RV.
So y'all didn't rent a hotel. Y'all just had an RV.
Yeah, I was a good boy though, Mama.
We
a
went.
good boy.
Hey, my mama knew. She didn't pay for it, but I paid. Yeah. I ain't come home, so
I took my ass home.
I had to know where I was. No,
Hey man, we gotta get this last topic though, man. 'Cause I'm itching to talk about this.
I went to the hotel because who I asked to go with me, I knew I was gonna have some sex, and if anybody
goodness.
asked me to go to the prom, I expected the exact same treatment.
Oh my goodness!
Just telling you what I'm telling you.
Hey, prom was known for that. I mean, let's not act like it wasn't.
Hey man, that's what
Prom
it was known for.
Before we get down to the prom, man.
That's
It's a whole lot of baby prom babies out there.
Is that right?
Half my baby at 18 don't realize you got pregnant on the
There's
prom.
a whole lot of prom babies out there.
I must have been square as hell. I don't.
We recognized that over the last couple of months that you've been here.
Just automatically you get sex on prom.
Kentucky.
There wasn't nothing good about you in that RV. Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, man. Shoot, boy. Yeah. All right, so the last topic, basically what I put it down is the sportsmanship rules taking the fun out of competition for some of the kids. Basically, we're talking about high school sports. And it's created from Mallard Creek in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a high school that's known for its athletic prowess. The Mallard Creek boys track and field team was disqualified for unsportsmanlike conduct after winning the 4x400 relay in the final event of the day. If they had actually won it, they would have won the state championship, but instead,
For the fifth year in a row.
they remained in second place. This happened in North Carolina. According to the report by the Charlotte News Observer, the outlet reached out to the Mallard Creek track head coach, Samuel Willoughby. He said that they were not given any previous warnings ahead of the runner being disqualified. Basically what they're saying is officials are supposed to give a warning to the school if somebody actually did something that was considered unsportsmanlike. There was nothing given, and they were actually taken, the state championship was taken from them. Usually when they warn an athlete, they call the coach. What?
Oh my God, Kiki, you are nuts.
Hey, but true story.
Hey,
I mean,
true story.
You ain't the only one. Go ahead.
Usually they warn an athlete and they call the coach in and say the athlete did this. If it happens again, he's disqualified. The coach from Mallard Creek said no warning was said to him. No one called for me and said anything. It was just, I gave him a warning early, and here's what he did this time, so he's out. Now, what the kid did, 4x400, so that means 4 people are running 400 meters. As he was coming across the finish line, knowing that they had won the state championship, he put his hand up saying that they had won 5 in a row before he crossed the finish line. As soon as he crossed, there was a flag thrown, and they were disqualified. So is this something that is taking the joy? Because, again, celebrations is part of the joy. Is this something that is taken away from the fun of the games, which is sports in high school? Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of competition, but it's a lot of fun for a lot of the kids. Sportsmanship, is it taken away from it? What do you think?
Go ahead.
I'm kind of, I feel like on one end, yes, they have to follow the rules, period. They have to follow the rules. But on the other end, how do you take them throwing up a 5 as them boasting? I think I had some notes on that they said basically you cannot be unsportsmanship or celebrate before the actual run is over, right? So was he celebrating? And if he was celebrating, should he have to go by the rules? On one end, but on the other end, I don't know. I didn't really see that as celebrating, but I didn't really see it as celebrating. I just didn't. So that's the part that didn't quite connect with me. I do feel like at the same time, why didn't he just go across the finish line? Why didn't he just go across the finish line and throw up the 5? Like, man. And then they said that that they had warned them before, but there's no proof that they warned them. I saw that the principal was trying to get them to at least call it as a tie so that they share the victory with the other school now. So that's just a tough call. Like I said, I didn't see it as them bragging or as them celebrating just yet. But at the same time, I'm like, did he need to do that? That just threw me off. Did he need to do that before he got over the finish line? You're literally seconds away.
It may have been a second.
Wow. Right.
My thing is with it, when you say celebrating, it's to the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If he would have looked back to see where the person was, somebody could looked at that as if he was looking back at them to say, "Hi, you can't catch me."
Showboat.
So again, it's to the eye of the beholder. Mallard Creek again is known for its athletic prowess. There could have been some other things in play. I didn't see it as celebrating either because of the simple fact that the kid didn't go across the line dancing. He held up the 5, which is something to celebrate because, again, it was 5 years straight that they did it. I didn't see it as an excessive celebration, which sometimes to me, that's what toes the line. Excessive celebration, just like in at college now, where you can't like be running for a touchdown and turn around and look at people or put the ball up while you're running across the line or whatever. That's kind of what's called excessive. I didn't see it as excessive celebration. I don't think it should have been taken away. But again, is it taking the fun away from it if the kid can't celebrate?
Right. But I mean, what is this whole thing? Why would they even write a rule like that? That's the part that I was kind of really not quite understanding. Like, what difference does it make?
I get it, especially at the high school level in regards to sportsmanship. No different than the levels below. There's a lot of sportsmanship rules in play.
Okay.
Standing over somebody, celebrating after a tackle in football. After a certain play in basketball, staring at somebody or standing over them after you dunk or flexing your arms or whatever. I get that part, but from what I saw with him, I just didn't see it as excessive. So that's my thing with it is I don't think it was excessive celebration. To the letter of the law, of the rule, yes. If you did that, you could probably disqualify a whole lot of damn people.
So they're trying to teach sportsmanship,
yes,
along with competitiveness, right? Because you still want to win. You're still having all these playoffs and all these things to show who's the best, right?
Facts. So
it's, to me, I don't know. Again, I think that rule is just maybe a little excessive because you're teaching that you need to be your best to win all these competitions.
I'm gonna address my answer at the same time respond to these. If you see the footage, number one says he put his arm up like Shador was saying. That's why I believe it disqualified. Light skin QT said the coach stated there was never a warning given. It wasn't taunting. It was celebrating. It's hard, ASF, to not be excited for your hard work. However, you can't celebrate while participate.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I'm going to say this, right? And I'm going to say this in the terms of I don't agree with the decision that they made, right? I'm going to start by saying I don't agree with the decision that was made, all right? However, when you ask the question of why these rules are made, there's always a reason why certain rules are in place. All right, you can go back to track meets where somebody put a baton in somebody's face, somebody looked at them and laughed, somebody did these things, and then what happened on some of these instances? Fight broke out. Somebody got stolen. Issues occurred that made certain rules come into play because track and field is, for the most part, an individual sport. Although it's team, nobody can run for you. Nobody can throw the shot put for you. Nobody can do these things for you. It's an individual sport. It's highly competitive, but it can cause, it's still a lot of emotions involved. Same way, if you stand over somebody in basketball and you putting your cojones in their face, you know what I mean? What you think that person's going to do when they get up? They're going to, it's going to be a retaliation. You do on football, you give somebody the signal, you stand over there, what's going to happen? It's going to be retaliation. So certain rules are in place to try to prevent retaliations. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so that's why those rules are in place. And those rules are in place in track specifically that you cannot celebrate on the track. And they're in there, you know what I mean? And it's not just North Carolina. You can go through every state and they got these rules in track. Track has very, very definitive rules when it comes to celebrating. Okay. So now, what this kid did, he wasn't putting up the watch sign, number one. He was putting up the 5 sign because if they won, it would have been 5 straight state championships for that school.
Yeah, he didn't he didn't do this.
Yeah, he didn't do the watch. He did 5.
He did that.
It would have been 5 straight state championships that they was on the verge of winning. Now, like Kiki said, the coach there was never warning given. Now, that's the controversial part, right? Because they said that kid was given a warning, right? When he won the 330 hurdles, because he won the 330 hurdles, and they showed him celebrating on the track. They showed him, you know what I mean? Turning red. They showed him celebrating.
Right.
So now with the track officials saying, after that celebration, they gave him a warning saying, don't do that, or you're going to be, next time you do celebrate like that, it's going to be a disqualification. All right? Now, they said they told it to that particular kid. Now, there's going to be a question. Now, that's where the question comes in at. You know what I mean? Because if they told that kid that or that coach that, you know what I mean? I was talking about this yesterday. I said at that point, as a coach, I would have gathered my troops together. Same way we do in flag football.
Yep.
Hey, man, you see what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up.
Don't
Don't
talk.
let them take this from us.
Don't
Yeah.
talk.
Don't talk to them. Don't say
Yeah.
a word. Let's do our damage. We'll celebrate in the stands. We'll celebrate here. Don't do it here.
Yeah.
That should have been the message. You know what I mean? Now, if this kid was one given the warning, not only the issue is he is the one that put the 5 up. The same kid
Right. It
that they
was the same
said
kid, yeah.
that they said now was previously given a warning. So now at that point, when he put that 5 up, JT, there was nobody close to him, right? So as he was about to cross the line, put that 5 up, who would have been in front of him?
Nobody but the official.
Nobody but who?
The official.
So now, if I'm the official that just told you, don't celebrate again, I'm gonna give you a warrant. I'm gonna suspend you, and you putting that 5 up, and I'm right there. Who do you think they took it? Now what they thinking? You trying to show me up.
Yeah.
So now as a referee, official, you've seen the jokers on these games. If you try to show them up, what they gonna do?
Yeah.
They're gonna tee you up.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation of it, is that I feel like that may have, when he crossed that 5, that official probably felt like, oh, okay, so you're going to show me up. When I told you not to do it, you're going to put it in my face? All right, because as soon as that 5 came up, he crossed over, that flag went up.
Flag went up quick.
And it was and they said
soon as Buddy came across, he went.
And they said it was the same official that gave him the warning previously.
Oh, that I didn't know.
They said it was the same official
Yeah, I
that
read
gave
that
him the
too.
warning previously. So now, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm assuming that official felt like, okay, so now you're gonna do the 5. So you showing me up.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna come right back at you because that official did it immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately.
Immediately. So,
Yeah.
and again, I start off by saying I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like the decision they made, and I hope it gets overturned. I hope they continue to fight it. I'm just saying it's one of them situations where we talked about earlier about maturity and consequences.
Yeah.
And thinking through things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That kid,
Yeah.
knowing that you already was given a warning, hey man, run through the line, go grab your teammates, and y'all go celebrate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Again, I don't think it was taunting. I don't think that
Yeah.
was taunting. I don't.
Yeah.
I just feel like had another player on that, had another player had done it,
Then it might, okay.
it might have got away with it. But
Yeah.
that official looking like, oh, so you gonna do this again?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think happened. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
So basically, letter of the law, or it's either a personal disrespect towards a certain person.
That's what I think. Because Kiki's right. They showed still footage of other people crossing over in celebration. They showed it. They got. I saw that as well. They said they had footage of other kids crossing this line at the same meet and celebratory things. But what you're not going to see is whether or not those other kids were given a warning prior to them doing it.
This is what I was
That's the
wondering too. Before I seen her write that, I was wondering, and mentally I was thinking there has to be footage, and if they show that there's no footage of this person correcting him or
They
giving
don't
him a
have it.
warning,
It's going to be tough.
to me, then there. You see what I'm
gonna be
saying?
tough to
I
prove
feel
it.
like some
Right, 'cause-
because so many people videotape these
tough to
things
prove
and
it,
stuff, and even maybe the school. There
But
should
You'll
be
saying
some
that,
type
you'll be
of
saying
footage.
You'll be saying that they had footage
If
on
there
everything.
is.
It's high school track meet.
And
Right,
on
right.
top
NFL
of,
game
and
with
on
his
top
cameras
of that,
everywhere. Right, I feel
and on
you.
top of that, you
I
have
feel
to
you.
have audio.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Right.
if he was reprimanded in another event, and the official came up to him and talked to him, you don't know what the official's talking to him about unless you have audio.
Correct.
So the only thing they have to go on right now is the coach saying it didn't come to me. That's the only thing that the coach has. That's the only thing that Malik Creek has for him, is that the rule is stated that you're supposed to tell the coach about the first penalty or warning. That's what he said. And there was no warning given to him. So that's the only thing that they have going. So far, it's standing as is. They ended up in second place. We'll see how far it goes. If it changes by the next time we're live, we'll be surely to let you know.
And I read something where one of people in the comments was saying, the team that came in first place should denounce the trophy. They should not even feel, you know what I mean? But that's face facts. Joker's not gonna do that.
No, because 6 years from now, all they're gonna have to tell people is that, you know what?
Yeah.
I want a state track championship.
Yeah.
They not getting ready to come back and say, no, we shouldn't have this. They should have it.
Yeah.
They not 6 years from now, they're not going to say that we was fourth, that somebody else was disqualified, and that's why we won.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Yes, not.
And
not
they
gonna
shouldn't,
happen.
to be real, because if they feel like that the person violated the rules, that's what the rules are for, right?
I mean, in boxing, if somebody get disqualified for whatever, hitting below the belt or whatever, it goes down that the other person won the championship.
Right.
And that person is not going to
That's
2
my
years
point.
after say,
Yeah.
the only reason I won then was because dude got disqualified because he hit below the belt. They're not going to say that. So basically the ruling is going to be in regards to the officials going up to the coach and letting them know. I haven't seen where an official has come out and said that we actually did do that. So
It's gonna be interesting, but the problem you're gonna have is, are you gonna deny? Are you gonna, you have to say our judge is lying. You feel me? You have to be able to come and say, well, our judge is lying, because the judge said I told him. So
Yeah.
now you're gonna be able to say, well, the judge is lying, and they're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? they're not gonna say, well, we feel like our judge may have been. They're not gonna do that. So it's just unfortunate, man. I really hate it. Mom said he was being defiant. You gotta wonder. You know what I mean? This kid is one of the top, track athletes, not just in the state, but in the country. This kid's gonna go on a full scholarship. You know what I mean? This kid's, this senior year, he done. You don't know if he's been defiant. Or it just could have just been. I just think if it had been anybody else on that team that would have did it, you probably would have got away with it. I just think him doing it after that celebration that you did earlier.
right.
Now everybody's watching you. They're watching you. You know what I mean? They're watching. They're looking at you. And when you crossed over, it was like, I hate it. And I saw one of his other players. They had him on the back. He was like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like
Those players.
Yeah.
That thought they had another championship.
Yeah. They were disgusted, man. You know what I mean? 'Cause they like,
Yeah.
Or some of those that was for their first.
And I was thinking about his mental health. I hope that he has people around him supporting him, because like you said, he was a young kid.
well, like I said, that kid there is one of the top 330 hurlers in the country. He gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be fine. I just think it's gonna be definitely a learning lesson, because
But I'm not even talking about his status. I'm talking about his mental health, right? That cost his team, and his school.
Yeah.
So he still may be feeling some way. We've just seen two football players over the recent few months that had it going on that committed suicide, right?
Well, we don't
Then
know
we just
yet.
have
They had a
one with a car accident and one
Yeah,
So I mean,
the basketball
just how
player.
they feel.
Yeah, so we have to
Yeah.
see. I've been following
I
that
feel
one
that.
too. I hadn't.
Yeah.
It could, like you said, because he let so many other people down.
Dwayne, you
Yeah.
see it?
It could bother
Look at
him.
the top five.
Type of deal. You saw NBA something.
I know, Giselle, you might not be. You'll be out this one, but
I'm looking. No, I'm
Okay.
looking. I got a couple of names in my head.
all right, good deal.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
All right, so we'll move on to it. Go ahead, Angelo. Top five.
Give me your top 5 NBA players that you would put against any team. Your starting 5 that
I
you
thought
say
they said NFL. I'm
no,
tripping.
NBA.
Active.
Doesn't matter. Your top 5. You say I can take these 5, play against anybody. You know what I mean? Who got next? Come get some. Different dynamics. What do you mean, B? You say different dynamics. I want to
Yes.
know what you mean by that.
That's a good comment. Let's see what you mean by that one.
My 5 at the point guard, we're gonna probably take Steph Curry. At shooting guard, of course, we're taking Michael Jordan. At small forward, I'm gonna take LeBron James. At power forward, I'm gonna take Tim Duncan. And at center, I'm gonna take the Diesel. And we going crazy.
We going crazy.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I might need a 6-man. I might need somebody coming off the bench. Good Lord. You put something together, Jose?
All right. My phone acting crazy, but the ones that I could think of off the top of my head, of course, Jordan, Kobe, gosh, I can't think of his name right now.
Who did he play for? What was the colors of the team?
LeBron. Okay, so Kobe, LeBron.
Hold on, you got
Jordan, Kobe,
Kobe,
and
and
LeBron.
LeBron. You got 3 guards.
LeBron.
All right.
I don't know positions.
Okay,
so,
go for it.
Okay.
I'm just counting them out.
I could put them
Okay.
someplace.
You
though.
can,
I
you can
get-
work
Okay.
it. You can make it work.
Okay. And I gotta think about it a little bit more. Let me see. All right, I got to think about it a little bit
Interesting
more.
5, Frank.
And
Very
I,
interesting.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
Where'd you leave off at? 3?
I got
3.
3. I got 3. I gotta think about it a little bit more.
All right, so wow. Power forward. Because I'm trying not to repeat. I'm gonna go with Kevin Garnett. Center. I'm gonna go with. Yeesh. Damn. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Good one. Good one.
Small forward is the rough one. Boy. Ooh. Oh, shooting guard, it's going to be Michael Jordan.
Of course. Michael Jeffrey.
Yes. Small forward. Gosh. That's a lot.
Oh, y'all trying to put a whole
Point
team
guard.
together. Okay.
I'm going a little different. I'm going John Stockton
Wow.
at point guard. Need a distributor. But that damn small forward spot. Sheesh. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go with LeBron at the small forward spot.
Oh, that hard.
Yeah,
that hard for you?
because I wanted to put Kobe
You
or
said you was
Scotty
gonna pick
there,
some
man.
other people.
I wanted to put Kobe or Scotty there, but LeBron, bro, I give him his props, but he's staying my number 1. But yeah, that with that top 5, and let me have Kobe coming off that bench, maybe Scotty on IR. Boy, we dominating, killing Shaq in the middle. Hakeem. What you got, Mo? You got
All right. Chip got MJ, Kobe, Magic, Bird, Shaq.
Yeah,
MJ,
good.
Kobe, Magic, Bird, Shaq.
Damn.
Can't go wrong with that 5.
You ain't lying. I ain't.
That's tough.
That Bird one is a mother,
That's a tough
especially
5
Bird.
right there.
Bird early. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great one.
That's a tough 5 right there.
It's a great one.
Frank got Wemby, Andrew, Tony, Kobe, Chuck, and Anthony Edwards.
You tripping, Frank?
Yeah, that team ain't gonna last long at all.
Hey, yeah. Women gonna get hit. Yeah.
Kiki got LeBron, Ant-Man, Shaq, Steph Curry, Kobe. That's a tough 5. Aunt Alina got LeBron, Steph, going back to the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, respect, Dave the Busher. Okay.
Woo.
You went way back.
Yes, you did.
Mike Jordan.
The senator.
Did Uncle Jack help you with that one? What you know about Dave the Busher?
Right. That's the senator, the politician, boy. Yeah, you went back
Number
on
one
that one.
fan got the answer. God, dog. The Glove Man, Patrick Ewing, the Admiral, and DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan cracked that top 5 with that squad. Okay, interesting.
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, that's interesting. JT, you didn't get a 6-man or a bench. Let's go. My mom got Durant, Scotty, Jordan, Ewing, and Curry.
That's a good one too.
Durant, Scotty, Jordan, Ewing, Curry. That's a good one.
Yeah, Ewing is unsung. Yeah.
And my additional Earl to Pearl Monroe said number 1. All right.
I got my last 2 too.
Go, what you got?
My last 2, shout out for my mom's, Kareem. And then I'm going to say Shaq, because I like all the stuff that Shaq does out here in these streets.
Okay, so you got 3 guards and 2 big men.
Two big
That's a
men.
good lineup,
Yeah.
though. That's a strong lineup. That's a strong lineup. That's a strong lineup.
It's gonna be crowded, but yeah, that's a good lineup.
Knicks were our team, Lo. I got you. All right, so I'm going with Magic, AI, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and I was stuck between Shaq and Patrick Ewing, but I went with Shaq based on the rest of the lineup. But I was stuck between him and Ewing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Magic at my point, AI at my shooting guard, LeBron at my small, Tim at my big, my power rather, and Shaq in the middle.
Andrew Tony was Steph before Steph. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, there was no Steph before Steph.
Stop.
Right.
Andrew Tony only played good against the Celtics.
Lena took my Dave. Okay.
Yeah,
I respect it. I respect it.
There's some good ones there. There's some good ones there.
It.
Dave the Bush. You know what's crazy though?
What's that?
Nobody said Karl Malone.
No, it didn't. B
Basically.
came in. B got Magic, Jordan, Tom Chambers,
Oh, wow.
Wembyana, and Sean Kemp. Interesting.
Hey, man, you said that Sean Kemp thing. Y'all,
Interesting.
if you've been watching the show, you know I'm the documentary fiend. Watch the Portland Jailblazers.
Dang.
Yo, when I tell you the first 30 minutes is going to have you, them boys was wilding.
Oh, really?
Hey, man, them boys was wilding out there in Portland.
Wow.
That was some good weed. That was some good weed in Portland, man.
It sounded like you said Jailblazers at first.
That's what they called it.
Oh,
That's
really?
what the name of the documentary is because.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were great. Then all of a sudden they just started getting in trouble and going to jail.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta check
okay.
that out.
I thought I was
Dr.
tripping.
J would definitely be coming off coming off the bench real early. Because he should be in jail. Karl Malone, dad. LeBron, the young Seeley says he got LeBron at the point. I thought about that one too.
I did too.
I was gonna go LeBron and Jordan, but I was like, everybody gonna pick Jordan, so I didn't want to pick Jordan. LeBron at the point, Kobe at the 2, Durant at the 3, Garnett at the 4, and Shaq at the 5.
That's tight.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tight.
Ooh. That's a
Okay,
mean.
Deion. Okay.
That's a mean team. Now I ain't gonna lie.
That's tight. That's tight.
LeBron, Kobe, Durant, Garnett, and Shaq.
Yeah, that's tight.
That's a mean team. That's a mean team.
Oh yeah, B. Tom Chambers was not a slack.
Yeah. Be believing Tom Chambers. Now, I remember him and DC Curry were talking about that one night.
He was not a slack.
Nah, Tom Chambers was the real deal.
Yeah,
That was the real
yeah.
deal.
Yeah. Tom Chambers.
He could do it all. Yeah, he could do it all.
He'd have got more pub if Larry Bird wasn't playing at the same time. To be honest with you. He'd have got more. But
Willis Reed, yeah.
you hear them stories about Larry Bird, boy. I can tell you.
LeBron, Kobe, Durant,
That's
Garnett,
tight.
and Shaq. That's a good team.
Yeah.
Hey, you got me thinking. That's a good team right there. That's a good team right there.
Yeah. That's a good one. You almost have to pick your team compared to what genre you in. So
Right, your team gonna be the first one sent home. I can tell you that now.
quick. And,
Y'all are
look,
crazy.
Your
look,
team gonna be the first one sent home.
and as Chuck say, we ain't sending y'all to Cancun. We're gonna put y'all down there in Mississippi and send y'all floating off that boat. Yeah, that's in the dirty water. Yeah.
None of them will run back on defense in 2026 NBA. Yeah, man. That's some good squads, though. That's some good squads.
Great show, people. Great show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please make sure that you, again, tag folks, share this thing, let them know. What is it, Lo?
Tell a friend, tag a friend. Tell a friend, tag a friend.
If you don't want to do it now, and if you don't want to do it right now, do it tomorrow. Just get it done. We appreciate it. Appreciate it for sure. We changing some things up in here. Jose.
Wemby
What
just
you
went
doing?
40 and 20. Yeah, he
I
went 40
already
and 20
told you at
now.
the
He went
beginning.
20 20 get them big centers back then. though.
Hell no.
No way. Them big boy with a bullet Wemby.
Hit him in his
Shaq with a
stomach.
bullet Wemby.
I
boy.
picked Kareem, Miss Anita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
picked Kareem.
Yeah. I was fighting between Kareem and Olajuwon. But
Bill Russell. Yeah, Bill Russell was a big man. Bill Russell was 6'10".
yeah.
He wasn't even a 7-footer. You know what I mean? He was a
He was a winner.
winner. In those times, the competition was light. Y'all play for God, you better go watch some young Chuck. Now listen, Charles Barkley was a beast. Andrew Toney was a good shooter.
But
But these teams,
Charles Barkley is 6'5" and fat back then. He was not gonna do it these days. It just wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. Yeah. Andrew Toney. I'd loved Andrew Toney. I was a Sixers fan back then, but yeah, he wasn't playing against the Celtics. It was 16, 17 points.
yeah, Wemby with Magic be unfair. Wemby's different, man. Wemby's different.
Hey,
Ain't no
man,
question.
Wemby is
and
a
this
cheat
time,
code.
Wemby's a cheat code.
He's a cheat code. All you can do is hope that he gets in foul trouble or he's off.
yeah.
And last night, that dude was so focused, he was not letting anything get in his way. That was just crazy.
You gotta really take Wemby out the game and make the other guys. Somebody's gotta beat you. He can't be
Shaq
the
gonna
one.
be using icy hot during the game.
Frank, we ain't talking about Shaq now. We talking about all these
know,
people.
right?
We talking about these people in their
Young
prime.
Shaq, bro.
We
Come
talking
on.
about in their
Shaq still
prime.
7'1".
Come
He
on,
was still
now.
7'1", 300 and some odd pounds,
hey,
man. You know
especially
what I mean?
young-
And just as nimble.
Hey, young Shaq, forget with the Lakers. When young Shaq was with the Magic, when he was rapping and doing, man, he was.
Don't he wear like a
he was
20 in a
problem.
shoe? Something like
24.
that. Something crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24. Shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at that.
I've seen it.
I think Ben Gordon is better than Andrew Toney.
What? Oh, better than Andrew Toney.
Yeah, I if not better than right there with him.
Yeah, Andrew Toney was. I mean, he was good. But he was a good role player.
Yeah.
He wasn't the guy.
Yeah, he was a Sixers killer
Yeah.
because Dr. J had to deal with Larry Bird, so he was a Sixers killer because he only had to play against Danny Ainge. Big difference. Great show again.
Great
Great
show, man.
show. Topic matter was on point. Jose, what you doing? You saying?
I
any
already
plays,
told you I
anything
need
this
some.
week?
I told you I need some work. I need some work, y'all. So send it to me.
You ain't
Reach out to
you
me.
ain't volunteering on
I
nothing this
do.
weekend?
I volunteer everywhere. I volunteer at shelter, at the Humane Society. I be in there.
Penny Hardaway.
You ain't in there at the shelter screaming at them folk
Nah,
with
it's
your
the-
players.
No. So yeah, y'all need to reach
Yeah,
out
ain't
to me.
nobody
Jose
mentioning
Sunray everywhere. GYZAY Sunray.
Before you mention Penny, you gonna mention Grant Hill. Both of them had short careers, but I take Grant over Penny.
Oh, thank you, Dion. You're so sweet.
Penny.
Oh wow, what the hell? Jose is the truth. Okay. Is your cheeks turning red?
Are they?
Angelo, what you got, bro? What's happening this weekend?
Hey man,
Memorial Day weekend. What y'all got? What you got?
Thursday, you know, we doing our thing with Destiny. Friday, we got Ladies Night Out comedy show. Bunch of females on the show. Saturday night, we got a guy named Mr. Tim, man. Older cat that's extremely funny.
Hilarious.
Extremely funny. Underrated, you know what I mean? But he is hilarious. I'm thinking about doing a show Sunday for Memorial Day. One of them 420 shows with Spencer. We got to figure it out. I know tomorrow if we'll move forward with that. But
On
Friday, man, Friday, young Asa. Angelo Asa Jose.
Okay.
She was like, I'm so confused.
Okay.
Yeah, Angelo's his first name.
She saw the awards. Was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, two different
Right.
names popping up.
Right.
Lowe's in college. What was he
Right.
going to class?
I had to look at the year because I was like, is he trying to be funny? And I looked at the year. I was like, oh, it must be his son's name. His
Now,
first name.
I think JT said Elijah Wan. Did you say Elijah
Yeah.
Wan? Yeah, JT said Elijah Wan.
That was my center.
We saw ISO Joe play, but ISO Joe was
Exactly
good,
that.
but
It was ISO Joe.
But ISO, yeah.
He was the best thing going for Atlanta.
For Atlanta.
Yeah. And he's a motherfucker in the big three.
ISO stole that check, but we got that daggone check. We're like, why
man.
did they get that man all that money? Hey, ISO stole that because he was the only thing they had.
ISO was the first one to really capitalize on the NBA throwing out that money because you had to give it to him.
You had to give it to him.
If you didn't, you was going to lose him.
Yeah.
100-something million.
Yeah.
Joe Johnson, come on, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Come on, man.
Frank, you need to be apologizing to me because
All them promises
I'm
he
the
made.
one. I'm the one on two wheels, and it's not a bike.
Said Jose and the Knicks winning tonight made my night.
Hey,
That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, graduation day Friday, man, for my son. So really excited about that. And some family coming in town. So really excited to see everybody come through. We're gonna do a little barbecue at my mom's house, man. Do the celebration, and so yeah, good weekend, man. Really excited.
I was going to say, when is the celebration for everybody?
Angelo Devon didn't go to class, unlike Ace, Alec, and Lil Low.
Yeah, Frank.
You would know because you wouldn't bed, buddy. You were the one there, so you would know. You should know because you wasn't there either. If I wasn't in class, you sure wasn't in class there, big guy. I learned it from you, okay?
Yeah,
You showed the way.
when is the big celebration for everybody?
Saturday, we're doing it for both Aspen and Asa.
oh wow!
Yeah, we're gonna do it both for both of their graduations, man. So
I'm trying to come through. I'm trying to meet the family.
trying to meet the family.
Look,
Yeah.
Come on down.
I'm be honest. I was sent that information, so send it to me again, please.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Send it to me again. I got to come through. My man gonna be in town. Alec gonna be in town.
Of course.
Yeah, it's my guy right
Send
there.
it in the group chat.
Guy right there. I'm like to have conversations with Alec.
Yeah. Everybody be there.
Let's make
For
that
sure.
happen. Make that happen. Make that happen.
See them
on
grown
Saturday.
men, boy. Get some grown
Right,
men.
All
right.
right, yeah, I got 10 minutes to finish my Spanish homework.
She do her Spanish before midnight.
Spanish before midnight. I missed
Yeah,
something.
before midnight. I got 10 minutes. Y'all got to come on. Let's wrap it
Wait, what Spanish you do before midnight?
on my phone.
Okay, you tell me.
You
about
ain't know that?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't see over there. She always be on that corner doing show.
I
She be there
do.
doing a little Spanish class.
Oh, you're doing a class? Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
speak
Reb
some
be there
Spanish
as
real
well.
quick. Come on. Give me something. You been doing these classes. Come on. Give me something. You ain't got to say a lot. Just say C if you. No,
What
can't
you want
say
me
C
to
because
say?
I already said it now. But you tell me. Say it and tell me what it
Como
means.
está? JT,
He tell me something.
you still ain't saying nothing.
Say good night to your fans.
In Spanish. Say good night to D Young. What's it, D Young? What's that name? Say good night in Spanish.
Buenas tardes, D Young.
Said Duolingo. I just finished my. She be doing her Spanish. too.
Exactly. They holding me hostage. I can't finish mine.
I'm gonna tell on you though. My aunt, man, she was doing her Spanish the other day when I was at the house, and she had a pen in her hand, and I looked over. I was like, "Boy, it takes a long time for that Spanish boy." She was knocked out of there, but the pen was still there. Sorry, I love you, but it was too funny though. Hey, that pin was just still right there. I was like, well, she's still stuck on that one word or something.
Look, my son said all women have low iron. He said y'all always sleepy. Oh man.
The new guy I was talking about, that the new brother that just started. Hey man, I had to tell him that hey dog, you gonna fall asleep, you can't snore.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom, y'all.
You had to figure something else out. You snoring and everything.
Hurry up, because I'm sure I gotta wait for JT to close it down.
Again, that's gonna do it, man.
15 minutes.
That's why I went. We're gonna shut this thing down. We will be back next week, day after Memorial Day. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in. Again, if you have some topics you want us to talk about, man, reach out. Let us know what you want to talk about. We would love to talk about what you want us to talk about so that you can help us out. You dig?
Appreciate the mic right there, man. Appreciate
That's
that.
going to do it. Classic Conversation with JT and Lo and that girl Jose, and we are out. You dig?
See y'all next week. Peace.
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to